Flat Earth British, Martin Liedtke speaking. Triple flat thumbs to infinity thrice. Good to see you all. Welcome back to the Great Flat Earth British think tank. Let me check my comms in order because I have a bastard of a time last time, as I'm sure you all noticed. So I'm going to make up for it. That's much more like it, isn't it? So how are you all doing? Think happy thoughts for the duration of this postage. This will be something different, okay? Different in the way that we're going to think things that have never really been thought before. We're going to look at things that haven't really been seen before. And what we're going to do is something really different. So what we got here is an epic decode, okay? And the Great Flat Earth British think tank members are responsible for this. Now, I'm blown away by things at the moment. If the whole plane knew what me and Lee, Flat Earth British, now know, checkmate. It will be game over for them. But this is going to put a big dent in them. So what we're going to do here, okay, is we're going to put Pan, okay, the demon, and more, back into Pandora's box, and we're going to slam the fucking lid shut, okay? That's what we're going to do tonight, okay? So we're going to have an epic decode. It's going to feel a bit weird. It's going to be a bit trippy for you all. But we are amnesic, or we have been amnesic. For whatever happened in the past, guys, they made us forget who we are. But I think we all know inside who we are, okay, and what we are, and where we're from. And I think that all of the clues are hidden in plain sight. And once you see them, you can't unsee them. Okay, once it resonates, you fucking know a truth. Okay, and it buzzes hard. So, how far away from us do you think we have come? We're born enlightened, and then it's a downward spiral from there where they stick us in front of television, indoctrination camps, etc. And we're just kerfuffled with a load of bullshit. Okay, now we're not to blame. We were tricked. We were tricked, and we were deceived. Okay, so we're not to blame for all what has happened. Okay. Now, they are set out to detract us and nothing more. All of this insanity that's going on in the world today, don't give it any thought. It's feeding the beast. Okay. Just focus on the job at hand. We all realize what shit is going down. Now, having said that, has anyone in Flat Earth British think tank actually noticed that every time we do something like what we're about to do now, the world gets more farcical, more insane, and falls apart all the more? The system that's broke, that's treads water. You know the score, don't you? And the insane things that they're coming out with that makes no sense to anybody with any rational thinking skills. It's insane, all of it. And why would that be? Well, we're going to think about a clue that was laid down by the Most High, I reckon, a couple of years ago. And the clue was Ovid's Poems of the Classical World, which is a book of transformation and reset of one species into another. Now, I really do think that we are starting to come out with this amnesic state all of a sudden, all of us together at the same moment. Now, I'm a lucid dreamer. I dream like defines my life. Okay, defines my life. I mentioned it on a show I was on last night. But somebody was on there was explaining the dreamscape in terms of Jung, okay, as in a mental construct, which goes back to nulling consciousness as just a byproduct of mental processes, which is obviously not. So I noticed something in my dreams a couple of days ago, and I brought it back with me. And it was this. Now, I fly in my dreams, okay? And I've been quite good at it for years. Started when I was a kid, just swinging around lampposts, flying down the road, sitting on roofs, etc. But I got a bit good at it then. Now, I just zip off everywhere. But I noticed something in my dreams a couple of nights ago, that there was boundaries. There was boundaries. Now, I couldn't go up too high, just like Icarus. Then every time I just went up too high, I seemed to lose control and come back down again. But I would regain myself. Okay. And I can't go that fast, even though I want to. You know, I have the will to go really bullet fast, but I can't do it. I just go at a reasonable speed. It's quite quick. I also can go over water, or really close to the top of it, you know, like a couple of feet away. Quick, but not that quick. And do you know where it goes? I go nowhere. I don't end up in Japan or China or America or any of these places where I go. It has boundaries. It has boundaries. So what does that mean? What does that mean? And why have I been just a flyer for what seems to be half my lifetime? Is there something that we've forgotten that we are? And this is in the realms of, this place was big trees, higher consciousness, higher state of consciousness. We were much, much, much more. And every time we got detracted to think about bullshit like they're doing now, okay, we got further away from the prize. And the prize is the untapped ocean of humanism, us, who we are, what we can do, which is fantastic, guys. It's haven't even fucking we haven't even touched it. Yes, it's that big. What I'm going to explain, okay? So what me and Lee know, I guess we'll have to be a way of trying to convey something that's with beyond words, if that makes even any sense. We're sort of making sense of this matrix now. But one thing is for sure, when you make your choice through free will to submit to the system, to the matrix, through you want to live, you got to live, you have no choice, okay? You have that free will. You have that choice to not be a part of it, to not consent to the game. You're not in the game, you can concentrate on the real things in life, like the spiritual aspects, because what's going on here is supernatural by nature. Now, COVID, what is it? No, I'm not talking about any farcical CGI representation of a germ on a fucking internet. I'm talking about, what is the game of COVID? Well, I'm finding that the COVID, or ovid, ovid, which gives us all the clues we need, is also the story of Peter Pan. I could even use the analogy of the Pied Piper for what is exactly going on in this fucking place. What are they after? Take a fucking guess what they're after. What they were always after. Now, you get the vax to give you COVID. So you take fucking COVID to fucking get COVID, or whatever that is. They say it will cure you, they say. But what does it really stand for? Well, it stands for pandemic, is what it stands for. I'm going to pick that apart. Now, Pan is a god, it's a Greek god, apparently, but we know it's a Phoenician god. Many incantations of this character, Pan. He's a deity, fertility, lives in the woods, but he's also a gatekeeper of the garden of Pan. And some of the characters that they've given us in our, contemporary children's books, all of the truths were there in plain sight. So how deep does this actually go? Well, we'll have a little go straight into the juice today, guys, and I'll give you all a big shout in a minute, because hiya Melage. Let me just have a look at a few of you. It's fucking epic crowds in here tonight. I can't even believe it. Flat firms. I'm going to give you a rundown now. Okay, that was just a little intro and let you know where we're going. It's going to be a mind blow, this one, guys. Okay, so stacks in this post. We're going to look at Mud Flood Madrid, Mud Flood Saigon. No wonder the Americans fucking, or the Tet Offensive battered it. To get rid of that architecture, we're going to look into loads, and we're going to have a good laugh along the way. Okay, we're going to have a think about Phoney Greek Art, ever so strange. Pan himself, okay, and we're going to put it back in the box. Okay, we're going to fucking cure this place. Who's left? Okay, no. We'll talk everything about the upcoming conference, the Flat Earth British Conference, which is selling tickets like hotcakes. So get your skates on or you're going to miss it, okay? And it's going to be the seminal moment of truth since the fucking internet been around. Why? Because I'm going to fucking be there. And I will make sure that everyone has the time of their life and makes this the best day ever for any of us, okay? Because I'm good at that shit, okay? Think happy thoughts. Leave your cares at the door. Okay, guys? When you're in Flat Earth British. Feel the love and the vibration that you will feel throughout this vlog. Okay? Now, let me just give you a few of you shouts. Arwin's in the house. Mike's in the house. Beautiful Jenny is in the house. She's sent to us from the Most High to just make. She's like the best friend any people out there could ever have. She's a wonderful person and checks out on everyone. Ayat Fairy's wonderful person. Son of Overlook, my brother Christian Storm's in the house. Vividness is good to see you. Ravine, good to see you. Sweetness, Joseph Hamilton, Christian Storm's in the house. Jas Older, talking to Karen, who's also epic and we love very, very much. London Ground and Derby Ministry of Last Stand, who wants to play some tunes on a show 2 hours ago. So I missed that because of make-believe time aspect. Amnesia, yeah, Pan-American Exposition. Listen, I can give you £1,000. This whole thing's panned down, or was. Watch this. Watch this spell get broken. Once you know, that's it. Verdict, my brother. Lindsay, love you too. Phil Jones, Kim Bad. I made you moderator, Kim Bad, in, if you don't know, in Flat Earth British Telegram chattage. That's linked below. If you do not know, you can join a chat of all the Flat Earth British peeps that hang out. Leroy, where you been? Good to see you, my brother. Leroy from Philly. And Monkey Misfits, good to see you. Demon Panage. Yeah, well, we fucked these people right up, or whatever they are. But anyway, so big questions have always been with the Flat Earth and all of this truth community is, where did we come from? The arrivals, where did they arrive from? How do we get the fuck out of here? Okay, and what is exactly going on? Well, I think this is going to, make sense of a lot of it. Now, remember in my last fucked up post, I presented, which I'll show you again in this post, a map which showed Phoenicia in the lands all around. So we've been having to think about all these lands all around. I definitely 100% think there's other lands, guys. And if I was to hazard a guess, it would be where they are, the Phoenicians, with advanced technology. And this place is a lot fucking bigger, is what I think, okay? It's more just your mining operation, farmyard sort of affair here. And they don't give a fuck about you. So we better get fucking with it quick. Anyway, peace and love to you all. Let's have a fantastic time. Now, sit back, relax. Mel's coached up with a beautiful little dog, Rain. Okay. Ravine's by the swimming pool, or Regina, excuse me. She's in Vegas by the buddies, by the swimming pool. Much love, Vegians. Yeah. And everybody else, just relax. And I'm going to take you on a story. Are you ready? It's FEB story time. Okay. So let's have a think about the children's book, Peter Pan. Is he having a giraffe? Grow up, Martin. No, really. Peter Pan. Okay, no, Peter Pan. Now, bear with me, please. Peter Pan. No, what a fucking sinister little tale, this one. Now, so Pan is a god, and Peter Pan, they say, okay, he's from Neverland. Well, like a land you can never land on. Neverland. And he's a member of the Lost Boys, or the leader of the Lost Boys. And they, Hollywood and the rest, they basically, with pantomime, another pantomime, keep us entertained, okay, which is highly sinister in itself, considering the subject nature, wouldn't you think? And the word entertained itself, well, entertained, are they actually trying to tell us that we can fly, and we can fly out of here? maybe to the North Star or the North Pole hole. But are they telling us that we can fly? Is this the reason why we're kept on a lower vibration, guys? Because when we think happy thoughts, we feel like we can fly. I believe I can fly. I dream about it every day. Spread my wings and fly away, but flying without wings. Remember the last scene in Matrix 1. What is Neo's ability to unplug? Yeah, he flies. And it starts with Matrix number 2, where his ability to unplug. And he manages to fly because he knows. So I cannot find the similarities between Peter Pan and Pan are exactly the same. So Pan, Peter Pan, is Pan. It's the story of Ovid. And it's the story of the Pied Piper. Piper at the Gates of Dawn. Now, Neverland, when you want to get there, he takes Wendy and the brothers. He takes them in a ship in the sky. So a ship that sails in the sky and it flies over Neverland. Now, Neverland is run by pirates, whose run their head is Captain Hook. Hook. Pirates. So we're talking Admiralty law here, guys. Admiralty law. And there are indigenous peoples that also occupy Neverland. So Indians, guys. Indians, like Tatarians. And there are white people on the island, but they are all orphan children arrivals. And when you watch Peter Pan, the film, which I have done, Peter explains that they're only boys because only boys fall out of prams. Girls are not stupid enough to do that, he states. Now, J.M. Barrie, the guy who does this, he's Tavistock's finest, from what I can make out from the quotes that come out of this film, which tell us this book, which tells us just about everything that we actually need to know. So is this like a hidden secret that basically we can fly the fuck out of here? So he's a free spirit, mischievous, just like Bacchus, just like Dionysus Bacchus, just like Pan, okay, the Phoenician. So he's a young boy and he can fly and he never grows up. Peter Pan spends his never-ending childhood, he never grows up, having the adventure on a mystical island of Neverland as the leader of the Lost Boys. Now, remember, there's that film with the vampires as well, The Lost Boys, Kiefer Sutherland. Maybe a similar narrative. Interacting with fairies, pirates, mermaids, Native Americans, and occasionally ordinary children from the world outside Neverland. Arrivals. They're there in Neverland, or as you want to call it, run by actual fucking pirates. Phoenicia. Native Americans, what are they doing there? So they make stage shows, etc. And one of the pantomimes. So what does he look like? Okay, is quite interesting. Peter's appearance in detail in the novel is that he basically has an outfit, and autumn leaves and cobwebs. His name and playing of the flute and pipe suggests Greek god's mythological character Pan. Now, don't suggest it. It is him, as I will prove now. So Barrie mentions Peter and Wendy and Peter Pan still have the first teeth, and he describes him as a lovely boy clad in skeleton leaves and juices of the oozes out of trees. And in pantomime in Britain, it's traditionally played by a woman. Isn't that curious? Isn't that curious? Disney grabbed hold of it. Robin Williams has been in it, and you know all of the history of Peter Pan. It's been quite big, hasn't it? This film's massive, but the book is older. So this is the one I watched not too long ago. Really freaky. I got uncomfortable with it, and I watched it about an hour in and thought, no, fuck me, I can't watch any more of that. So they chose this child well because he looks exactly like Pan, and not only that, he looks like the devil. And he's from Neverland. The key is with Wendy, is basically to fly, is that you have to think happy thoughts and then basically you levitate. Now, Pan lives in a treehouse in the forest where he plays the flute like Peter Pan, who also lives in a treehouse in a forest and plays the flute. It's the same. It's the very same. He leads the Lost Boys away from finding and discovering where they are, who they are, by implementing them with the beliefs systems that trap them and distract them, and to go through life never questioning anything. Sound familiar, guys? We're following the leader, the leader, the leader. We're following the leader wherever he may go. That's right. What else are they hiding? So it's the same for Peter. You know, they in the Olympic opening ceremony, they literally had the Pied Piper. And what's the Pied Piper do? Well, he plays the pipe. He calls the children. The children go missing to where exactly, guys? How many kids go missing in this fucking place? Where'd they all end up, guys? What were they after all along? And now they're on about jabbing the children. I seen a video yesterday. I couldn't even watch it. It's sick of me to the fucking stomach that much. Dragging a fucking kid away from his mother. The police got the fucking mother pinned to the floor, my guys. Yeah. And they're dragging this kid screaming at the top of its voice. It was, I couldn't even fucking watch it. It was that bad. I had to switch it straight off. I was like, oh my fucking God, what has this world come to? We've got to do something about this. And fucking quick, is what I thought to myself. Now, Pan. Now, learning to fly. How many contemporary songs tell us about it, guys? Well, there's Learning to Fly by Pink Floyd. And there's Learning to Fly by Tom Petty. I Believe I Can Fly by R. Kelly. Flying by Cast. I do like Cast. They're an excellent band. Fly Away, Lenny Kravitz. Learning to Fly, Jeff Wayne. Free Bird, Leonard Skinner. Yeah, right. Okay, that is definite. One Day I'll Fly Away. One day I'll fly away. I love that song. 8 Miles High, the Birds. How come the Birds are singing 8 Miles High when that is actually the, the dimensions up, guys? So the Birds sung 8 Miles High. Flying, the Beatles, off of Magical Mystery album. Fly By Night, Rush. Yeah, I do not look fuck all like the lead singer of Rush. Don't even say it. Okay. So pants. I could show you 1,000 pants. Pants people. Yeah, the pervy dancers of Top of the Pops in the 1970s. Yeah, Pans people. You got Pandemic. Well, we're in that now, aren't we? You got Pandora, Pandora's box, where hope still is. Thank fuck for that. So we've always got hope. That is good news, isn't it? So panhandle, pantyhose. There's just, I can give you 1,000 that this whole thing is sort of panned out. So if I was to hazard a guess, I would say that was the face of the devil, is what I would say. And how would I know that the artist would know the face of the devil? Because I think that the artist would have been possessed by an evil demon in the first place to conceive, to want to be able to paint this. It's the most creepy fucking thing ever, really. Look at the little hoofy woofies on the devil. Somebody sent me a message, said they had a dream. And they don't really have many dreams. This mate of mine says that he was in a queue with other people in a queue. You know what a queue is? It's when loads of people in a line. Yeah, a queue. That's right. And they were being interviewed by the devil, like some sort of interview process. And he said the devil wasn't a horn dude. He was just a dude with black hair. Shit. So with a lot of this Pan, he's androgynous, he's like he was in that movie, he's like hasn't got very female or boyish, but the Phoenician nose, the ram-like head. And this picture, I thought to myself, well, it looks like a woman. It's meant to be Pan, but is this why these women in the Middle Ages are wearing these crazy headwears? Because they're all hiding these pan horns. Panic, of course, panic as well, Sage, my brother. And, we've seen this sort of procession of, drunken behavior. And this is the sort of thing that Pan, when he's in your head or in the mix, will be tempted towards. Okay, so he's the fertility god in the woods. So he seems to be a bit of a horny devil, does this one. Okay, so notice as well, the thing with these Phoenicians as well, nearly all of them, is there's actually an age chronology with them. You get Bacchus was a baby getting older and then a fat old man. And you also get the same with the green man, or as you're looking at your Pan, is you get him as a young baby, you get him as a young man, and then you get him as an old man. It's like literally they follow his age, which I find weird in art. You know, like, so here he is. He guards at the gate, the secret garden, where there's all fairies all dancing around inside. And once you step into that garden, what happens? And there he is at the gates to Pan's garden. Well, I think it's a good chance everyone's just actually walked in there. Maybe every time they walk through an Arc de Triomphe, that's where they're walking into. So there he is. So he's half goat and half dude. And he's attributed to knowing, all the other godages, Psyche in this case, and Aphrodite and all of the rest, because it's meant to be Greek, but it's not Greek. Greek is a colloquial term for bullshit, is what it is. They don't know anything about anything. We have done a better job at decoding antiquity than fucking 100 years of historical academia, don't you know, or quackademia. In 6 years, we've done more. Because we had a decent think tank going. And it wasn't all kept in a box of knowledge either. You can think outside the box here. Yeah. So there you are. He's got like a gang of, in this case, maidens or nymphs, which he hangs around with. Okay. And they worship and they're offering to their god, which appears to be Satan. So they're very, with the grapes and everything else, very like Bacchus. So to me, I think that Bacchus and Pan are all just different personifications of the same entity, who is the devil, is what I think. And I think when you play a role in this fucking matrix, you're more subject to being fucking, look, he's going like, behold my flying penis. See, guys, it's not only us that can fly. Yeah. Can you imagine them things flying out of the sky, diving down at you, like trying to fucking knob your ear or something? You'd be like, shoot, fuck off. Yeah. Can you imagine that, though? Hey, stop laughing. This is a serious historical study here, guys. There's nothing funny about a boner, is there? So, yeah, he whispers in the Psyche. And Psyche, funny she got the name for, what we call our subconscious is Psyche. And he whispers into your subconscious. Okay, he's the green man. He's also the devil. And there he is. He's doing a big wank. Hey, stop laughing. This is a serious historical study here, guys. Okay, let's not lower the tone at all. Okay, but fact still remains. Yeah, is it actually funny though? Yeah, I mean, a stiffy. Is it funny? Well, it might be a little bit. So yeah, as you can see, Pan's hanging out and he's doing the old Baphomet. Is there any difference between these cats? Baphomet's also a rammed, horned, poofy dude, isn't he? Like same pose, same everything, because they're all fucking doing, because it's the same incantation of the same entity. Statues in the classical world, I'm guessing these persons who occupy this property here are not fucking up to much. Yeah. Some Phoenicians, grapes on the head, somebody's deformed their face. I was pitied by when the classical world fell, when it got reset. And he plays the pipes, the sound to tempt you in, the whisper. Behold! Doing. So, like Pan, he's also, I'm guessing, like the incubus, isn't he? It's the incubus. It's silly, isn't it? Really, it is silly. Don't laugh. I hope you're not. Yeah, that's as well. Apart from he has different ages in different statues, he has a different size member. Don't you know? Remember to remember. Oh, remembered. Oh, I don't like the thought of that. Yeah, here is Pan shagging a goat, but he's half goat, so that's only half wrong. There he is in antiquity. That's a nice little picture. But you see this statue on the top of like Phoenician buildings. Eros also blows a trumpet, looks very much the same. The one that's on top of that statue in Trafalgar Square looks the same as him, so I think it is Pan. So I think Satan's just everywhere in everyone's face. Ba-doing! The thing is, if you are the devil, yeah, you're going to have one like that in you. Big wank. You better not be laughing. This is not... Please take this seriously, guys. Oh. I love the hand on the back of the head. Behold, Pan. Ba-doing! So yeah, it's fucked up, innit, guys? Gals. Yeah. So he blows the pipe, he walks around the woods. Yeah. It's not good. It's not good, guys. Yeah. Ba-doing! See the difference? They're different ages. Yeah. Yeah, let's just compare. Let's do a size comparison. We'll do this just to be fair, lady. So we're going to do the same later with breasts. So don't worry about it. I mean, size comparison. No, I'm actually serious. So he's actually playing a tune, and that's what happens. It magics it like that. Wow, where'd you get them magic pan pipes? So, yeah, these little Cherubinuskis, they're little fat angels, aren't they? But they got wings. They can fly around. So I'm thinking about the like literal fuck ton of antiquarian pictures that I've been showing and paintings where everyone's actually flying the fuck around. Like nearly every single time I show you things flying around. Angels fly around. Tinkerbells, which are little fairies. Now, I believe in fairies. I don't actually believe in fairies. I know they exist because my mother don't lie, and she said she seen one go down a drain when she was a little girl. And if it flew up in front of her face to say hi or look at her, and then flew down the drain, who am I to argue? So there he is, Bacchus, Pan, in a keystone over another gate. Yeah. I see all these stately homes have these little gates going on, don't they? And there he is again, the green man with double fasces coming out of his head. Why is Pan got double fasces coming out of his ears like horns? Is it now? So yeah, in Ovid, he basically it's reset. You see people transforming from one species, if you like, race, if you like, into another. And I think that's what's happened. I think we have been taken away from what we were in this golden era as basically Superman and Superwomen, and being able to get around like they show us in antiquity by flying the fuck around. Okay. And he's calling everyone to his tune, the piper at the gates of dawn, with a tune or a whisper in the psyche, which once recognized. And, maybe this is why they call him a ram goat, I'm definitely thinking that's what's going on. Ram goat. Yeah, that's what's going on. Anyway, let's move on. So, back to Peter Pan and Cluage. Now, there's a lot of phrases or quotes in Peter Pan, and I think they're quite sinister, and I think they're quite telling. Let's go through a few of them. All the world is made of faith and trust and pixie dust. Well, I'm going to go with that because I'm an elf, okay? I'm like actual, not half elf. I mean, I'm full elf, proper elf. Okay, if anyone asks me, what are you? I say, oh, I'm an elf. Dreams do come true. If only we wish hard enough, you can have anything in life if you will sacrifice anything else for it. Oh, that's fucking sinister, isn't it? So I guessing that's the case with the elites, then whoever's left you and they didn't fuck off last year, because they did. They went out in fleets last year. There's hardly any of them left, guys. Oh, everyone you see on the internet and you have tell me about and talk about, they ain't there, guys. Yeah. Hair sniffer, fucking Osman bin Laden. Yeah, whatever the fuck his name is. He ain't there. None of them are there, guys. Yeah. They're having a war in Iraq with inflatable fucking planes, guys. Yeah. In Afghanistan. Just overstand Galilean dialectics, guys, and you know how it all works. This fucking pandemic, these fucking wars, cold wars, the whole shamoli. Okay, guys? Problem, action, solution. The solution is their fucking injection. And they're on about like pressure in Australia got locked down again. And what? New Zealand is 2 islands. They got 1 fucking case and they locked down 2 islands. Not the island that's got the case, the whole fucking thing. That's not control. It's not in doing what you like, but liking what you do is the secret to happiness. I would agree with that one, though, J.M. Barrie, if you are an actual human being. Doubt. Come with me where dreams are born and time is never planned. No, because time is a construct we keep referring to. We need to fuck that off as well. That's an important one that gotta go. That's a utter distraction. Yeah. How can you have your little watch in your hands or the phone bullying you? You gotta be here. It's shouting at you. Get hurry up, run. I can't, I got a bad eye. Fuck you. Run, you bastard. Your watch is telling you that. Fuck off. Never say goodbye, because goodbye means going away, and going away means forgetting. Ooh, little trickle off that one. I suppose it's like the ticking crocodile, isn't it? Time is chasing after us all. Yeah, we're all on the fucking run, but we're not going to be on the run for much longer because we are sick of fucking running from them coming for our blood all the fucking time. And why did the crocodile, Captain Hook's crocodile, eat the clock in the first place? Another fucking big clue. To live with and be awfully big adventure. Well, that would be Flat Earth British. I don't think you're going bigger. I taught you to fight and to fly, but more could there be? What more could there be than flying? I tell you what, teleportation, remote viewing, all of it. Yeah, I cognitive dream. I can have precognitive dreams, dream the next day, the day after, and the next day it's there, it's happened. So am I making that next fucking day happen in my dreams, guys? Or am I just that psychic that I can see it? All of this has happened before and will happen again. It's not in your face, is it, guys? All in plain sight. Over and over again. But that is really down to us. One thing I know for sure, guys, is the past is not there now. And you know who did that? Yeah, we did that. The moment you doubt whether you can fly, you cease to ever be able to do it. Now, what have I told you about intent? When you doubt, it fizzles away, it's fucking gone, goodbye. Yeah. And I'm starting to think to myself now, fuck them. Yeah. They saying I can't fly, I can fucking fly. I fly half my life anyway. Why can't I do it? I literally go in a lotus position, guys. I've told loads of my friends about it. And when I was a teenager, or even when I was 8 or 9, I used to be able to suspend my body off the ground for up to an hour just in a sort of meditation. It's something I've always done. It's why I remain so fit and muscly and stuff. So I did it when I was about 10 years of age, and I took my arms away and I stayed in the air for about 3 seconds before I hit the floor. And I realized there and then that I had achieved levitation. There and then. I knew it there and then. That fuck me, I did it. That's it. It's there. It's true. It's true. It's true. I thought. I didn't achieve it. I haven't achieved it after, but I just know in my soul that that is a real thing. So this is why, it's not a giant leap in my mind anyway. Absence makes the heart grow fonder or forgetful. It's funny how I'm forgetting the past in such a way, like it's not even there anymore. I try to remember key moments and then I just like, was that even there? Forget them, Wendy, forget them all. Come with me where you'll never, ever have to worry about grown-up things again. Never is an awfully long time. Never is an awfully long time. That's another thing that we can put a stop to. There's no reason why we cannot defeat their psyop of death, because death is nothing like what they're fucking telling us. That's just bullshit on fucking toast. I can promise you that, guys, okay? And the whole fucking paradigm. Just smash the fucking thing like a bottle dropped on the floor. I'm youth. I'm joy. I'm a little bird that has broken out of an egg. I feel like that sometimes. I feel like just like a kid, just for the first time discovering the real world. It's like I've been asleep for 40 plus years. And then now I've just suddenly like, here it all is. All that time, Guys, I seen all of it when I was up until about 6 years of age. I mean, I lived in this realm, what we're looking at now. And I seen what I thought were ghosts or dead people. I thought that I could see everyone's auras. I get interpretations out of the ether, and I was just so fucking on it. And then I woke up one morning when I was about 6 or 7, and it'd gone. It vanished. It vanished. And then I went into grieving, like if a relative had died and got ill as well. I had pneumonia, nearly died, all because of that, all because of losing this place. You know, and I've mentioned it to other people, and they said, "Yeah, it happened to me," and I was the same age. I was around 6 or 7 when it happened to me, Matt. So, excuse me. In time, they could not even fly after their hats. Oh, interesting. Want to practice, they called it, but what it really meant is that they no longer believed. Well, that's the key, isn't it? So when they say in the film Peter Pan, if you say there's no such thing as fairies, one dies, apparently, or just explodes. So you can't say that. Okay. It's the doubt, isn't it? If you shut your eyes and you are a lucky one, you may see at times a shapeless pool of lovely pale colours suspended in darkness. Then if you squeeze your eyes tighter, the pool begins to take shape and the colours become so vivid with another squeeze that they must go on fire. J.M. Barrie must have had a fuck ton of non-invented acid around this time, whatever he was on, mescaline. You just think lovely, wonderful thoughts and they lift you up in the air. It's right though. When you feel happy, you're on the dance floor and you ain't got a care in the world and you're amongst friends, you feel like you can fly. You just like people literally jump in the air with just with happiness, don't they? Well, what do they do when they're happy? They jump in the fucking air. Try to fly. There's a form of meditation as well. I've seen these people, they jump up and down on their knees on these trampoline things and they literally meditate through the act of being, flying in the air, basically. Take care, least the adventure is now offered you, which, if you accept, will plunge you into the deepest woe. Whoa, 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 whoa. No fucking shit, Sherlock. When there's a smile in your heart, there's no better time to start. Oh, some of these are really nice, though. It may be an... Oh, what's that? Cox tick. But it is magnificent. I'm not actually familiar with that word. It's the first time I've seen it in my reality. I think they just made it up. Off we skip, like the most heartless things in the world, which is rich children are, but so attractive, and we have an entirely selfish time. Oh, is that good? And then we have the need for special attention. We nobly return for it, confident that we shall be rewarded instead of smacked. So what's going on with this smacking the kids in the fucking Victorian, Tatarian era? We'll look at that in a little bit later. Look at this in the background, guys. They've got that Titan out of the Norwegian Park. Can you see that picture? You've got that Titan out, that Norwegian Park statue. I'll teach you how to jump on the wind's back. And then away we go. On the wind's back. On the wind's back. So not the wind itself. So it almost screams of electromagnetism, doesn't it? Like levitation. The second star to the right shines in the night for you to tell you your dreams you plan really can come true. No shit, I've done it, I've proved it, it's true. I'll hold you in my heart until I can hold you in my arms. Oh, that's fucking lovely. One girl is worth more than 20 boys. What? Well, it might be true, actually. After you have been unfair to him, he will love you again, and you will never afterwards be quite the same boy. Oh, fuck me. But one ever gets over the first unfairness. No one except Peter. That's underlining fucking fuckery there, right there. And everything, it's an underlining. How come the whole of our paradigm has an underlining darkness of this about it, and it's all the same fucking story? Kids in nursery rhymes got to be as scared as people doing cruel acts, like cut off their tails with a carving knife. What
the fuck you on about, you psycho nutcase? You know, it's like all of the kids got to be in fear. Like Hansel and Gretel. What's with that? Little Red Riding Hood. What's with that? I never expected that you could have a broken heart and love with it too so much that it does not seem broken at all. Ah, think about all the joy you find when you leave the world behind and bid your cares goodbye and fly the fuck out of here to Neverland, eh? I have the strangest feeling that I've seen that ship before, a long time ago when I was very young. Which craft was that then? Once you're grown up, you can't come back. Sinister, isn't it, guys? Is it freaking you out? If you cannot teach me to fly, teach me to sing. Wait for me somewhere between reality and all I've ever dreamed. Little boys should be sent to bed. They always wake up a day older. Well, that's another bullshit thing, isn't it? The aging. That's another part of it. I don't even think aging's a thing. I don't think we're supposed to grow old. Don't you understand, Tinkerbell? You mean more to me than anything in the world. You know that place between sleep and awake? That place where you still remember dreaming? That's where I'll always love you. And that's where I'll be waiting. Just like Freddy fucking Krueger to rip your soul out. We're talking about the devil here. And don't want to go to school and learn solemn things. You mean school like fishes school? Like a school of fish? Is that what you mean? Yeah, that's exactly what they mean. Fairies don't live long, but they are so little that a short time seems a good while for them. Oh, well, that makes sense, but not really. I don't like the thought of them not living long. Fairy dying and all that. It's quite upsetting. Next moment, he was standing erect on a rock again, just like Pan just now. That the smile on his face and drum beating within him. There's a song by a band, what are they called? The ones that done Whole of the Moon, the Water Boys, pure Phoenician album. And they used to do a song called The Bang of the Drum, but they also do a song called The Pan Within. Brilliant album, if you haven't listened to the Water Boys. I've seen them live a couple of times. It was saying, to die will be awfully big adventure. Sounds epic. So they're all dead, aren't they? Or are they? Or are you keeping a sharp lookout in front? But no suspects of danger may be creeping up from behind. Peter had seen many tragedies, had he now, but he had forgotten them all. We've had our minds wiped, guys, about what we truly are. We come here, they dump us here. I'm not going to go on with them. It's 40 out of them. Fuck that for a game of soldiers. So let's have a think about Pan. So what's Pan capable of? The god Pan. Who's Peter Pan? Well, so he's the fertility god. He's more or less a beastal form, as we know. Okay. But what is his superpowers, or what powers has he got? In addition of being able to run long distances, transform objects, and teleport between Mount Olympus and Earth. Do you mean Phoenicia and this earthly plane we're on now? Yeah. Teleport, yeah. Okay. Pan also has enormous strength, so he's strong. He can run quick. He can transform objects, and he can teleport here and back to wherever they come from, the Phoenicians. Plans playing a part myths. Myth, reality. So you got Pan America, Pan Pacific, Pan, you name it. So rather worship Pan centered in nature, other caves and grottos. So he's a good god, is he? No. Pan ruled over shepherds, hunters, and rustic music. He was a patron god of Arcadia. Interesting. Pan was often in the company of wood nymphs and deities in the forest. Well, that doesn't exactly say if he was fucking okay, does it? Answer my question. Was he a trickster god? Extremely lustful trickster. Yeah. Trick nymphs into having sex with him. Well, there's a thing. How did Pan die? Okay. Later Roman theologists used the birth of Christ as a reason Pan died and became shrouded in allegory. No, isn't that a fucking thing? What's Pan's weakness? Being fucking busted on Flat Earth British and put him back in the Pandora's box. Easy to do. As long as you don't doubt it, you know it's a thing. It'll fucking happen. Or you'd Islam anyway. Bam. Go on, weirdy. So, Pan. It's all about reality, isn't it? Look at these, some of the words. Pantheistically, pantheocriosis, fuck me, panleukempia, whatever the fuck that is. But I'll just give you some ideas of how many words begin with pan. Pan-broiling, pan-tropical, pancreatins, panhandling. Wow. Panty wrists. What are panty fucking wrists? And we go on. 9-letter words. Pantheon. Wonder what went on in there and the real use of the Oculus. I'm thinking. Pandora's box. Pandora, panagram. It just goes on, guys. It just goes on, you know. Just pandemic, panic. You know the ones. Pandy, pange, pant. Just goes on. Just fucking insane how many words they put in with pan in the beginning. So, I believe we can fly. I think about it every night and day. I spread my wings and fly away. So this is Ovid. Same story, I guess, of stealing the children. Some real fucking soul, spiritual fuckery going on in the other realm. This place being completely asleep. The Phoenicians just having their fucking way with the place. And these are really, really nice Middle Ages colour depictions. And what you find is these transformations of some of these females turning into plant form, and you get the story of the cygnet or the woman turning into the swan. So it's literally most of them, you know, they're metamorphosizing into creatures as well in this paradigm. And of course, you get the gods, the Phoenicians in the clouds, flying around, because they all, you know, basically flying, aren't they? And they come along, horn of life, offering it to people as a bribery. Look what I've got for you. It's been shit since it's been Mad Max World, and just getting it back together. Just come out of the caves after a reset. Just getting your first crops down the trees. Just kick back. Because that's exactly what it looks like, doesn't it? Here, son, hold my super fucking fantastic fasces with the laser beam that comes out of it. No, that's not exactly for stabbing anyone because it's got about 100 blades on it. So there you are. The reset wheel being tarted up again. Fixed up. It's all mud flooded. After a reset where it's been underwater. Probably for quite some time. Maybe because they could occupy it underwater. And then they've had to go back to their watery wickedness. Isn't it funny, right? This is supposed to be set in a classical world, isn't it? Okay, so we're talking 500 years BC more, okay? They say, okay? So why is there a medieval canon in the scene of something that's supposed to be Bronze Age? This is a Greek classic. This is ancient Greece. What they got a fucking canon there for? And this is from the Middle Ages as well. So there are somebody and a bit of slapping, outdoor slapping tickle. Who, me? Are you sure I'm not fucking really in the mood for all that? Afraid you have to, my love. And you notice how Phoenicians, they always have their jugs hanging out. And you wouldn't walk around with an eagle, would you? No, because you got the eagle with the wings open because it's showing you that this woman's got advanced technology. And as you know, the Phoenicians, they hang around water. They never got anything on, like ever. Why? And if they do, it's like flowing red satin or silks. They always have these sort of gowns or capes, and they always look like they're underwater, like these statues shrink wrapped because they're underwater. Come here, you cow. No, not being horrible. You're a cow. Yeah, oh yeah, no, I am. Oh yeah, thought you're being funny. So she's giving the cow head. I won't mention any other animals' heads. I don't want to be upsetting anyone. Dog. And look at the boss is like
Skeletor, basically. He's got many fingers? Not that many. So, Zeusage. He's got a face like he's been hit by a baseball bat 100 times. Yeah. Whoever's in the back got a Phrygian. He's got the Casus because he's going to zap people. He's even got the tuning for. I mean, he got all the kit. He's even got the eagle wings open. Active charge. And here's your heavenly hosts. Creepy fucking bunch. He's ready with a bat. Yeah. Come and smack your head in with that later on. Okay, for the big chow down. Killing animals. So there you are. More like running up a cloud. So much flying going on. Oh. Don't say it, Matt. Don't say it. But apparently, Nero, okay, he's gonna go on the fiddle. No, he's gonna play the fiddle. That's right. While Rome burns. Is it actually his fiddle that made that technology that made Rome burn? Yeah, probably, actually. But that's not Nero. This is from Ovid. Are they serving a baby's arm or something there? What is this? Looks like it might be a baby or something. Doesn't look very piggy, does it? Yeah. So I think they might be eating baby Q, and he gone in. He's like, fuck that. I know I'm a doghead, mate, but that's just the pits. Okay, how many fingers has he got? One. Oh, it's sorry. I thought he had like 3 fingers then. So I haven't got a clue how many are here. I haven't got a clue how many are watching. I'm going to come back very shortly to catch up with you all, give you all shouts, and get on with the next bit of stuff. Okay. So a bit of classical culture, pouring the water in, filling the place, and it's probably pulled the plug too. She is a fairy. You see what I mean? This is exactly the same as Peter Pan. Ovid is Peter Pan. It's Pied Piper. Here they are. Obviously, Neverland is occupied by mermen and mermaids because Phoenicia is occupied by mermen and mermaids. Indians because they got like endless amounts of Indians to redeliver to different places on the plane, and endless amounts of reset children. Why they mainly need boys though? Wonder what that's about. Breeding program for something that they got. Maybe they got a lack of men. I noticed Phoenician men have got hardly any penis. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe they just got smooth bits. Maybe they're just in for breeding program. They do say that, in the Bible and other, with the Anunnaki analogies and everything else, that, the giants, they, sort of had a horny thing on for the earth women, which you can't fault them really, but I'm just saying that's in the narrative. So, you are, love. You ordered an Uber, baby. Yes, love. Oh, you've got another colour. I don't really like that one. So this ginger woman with a black eye, because she's been on the adrenochrome. Okay, nice hair, mind. And they're always sort of ginger or fair, you will find with the Phoenicians. You don't get black hair Phoenicians, by the way. And they always got the straight nose because it didn't have it pressed in by the doctor to basically make you all fucking stupid. Can you imagine the damage we've had done on us in vaccines, brainwashing, and all of the bullshit we thought we knew? Fucking, this is the most liberating thing I can ever imagine. I've never felt so free of mind knowing all this. I never have. So as you can see, she's like, yeah. She's got a skimpy little negligee on as well. He's like, whoa. And she's like, yeah, mate. Well, I'll just change into a bird and fly the fuck out of here. I believe I can fly. Doosh! Get that dragon in the mouth with a sword, with an arrow. That's the way. So you notice, just like it's like they're underwater. How would that even, so it's not an action shot, is he? So why is this all like? You see it with every one of them. This material, and it never covers nothing, is it? They always got the jugs hanging out. Shoot that poison arrow through your heart. So that's what them and then Cherubanuskis. Imagine them little bastards flying around you. Shoot, shoot. Horrible little, basically like burger-fed little fat devil babies buzzing around trying to shoot you with an arrow. It's like, fuck off. I don't want it. It's like, I could make you fall in love. Go away. Shoo. You could get maybe a cherub squat. So, I come to deliver you a baby, Centuria. Yes, but he's 42 and a midget. No, it's really cutchy, honestly. So, yeah, that looks like an adult baby. So he never grew up. So we've got a bit of the Peter Pans maybe about him. That's a Phoenician because he's got the ginger hair and the Laurel leaves. It looks like the television aerial's fallen down. I get an electrician to sort that out. So yeah, Centurion, Mr. and Mrs. Centurion. Mrs. Doghead's giving him a visit. Also with that topless thing going on, showing a bit. Fairies again. Oh, look at her. She got no mouth and she got like a big bayonet. What's going on with that? He's what? Look at him. He don't even look human. He's not human, that's why. He's got like a big nose, an alien face. So they call them aliens, you know, when like famous like physicists say, oh, we had help from others. Yeah, no fucking shit, Sherlock. We know who. And they're in lands, on lands, not far away, I would suspect. Doorways through, gateways through certain times of the year. Yeah, when the other suns on the outward perimeter, sometimes they overlap. We get to see them. I've showed you them. But they stay on the outside perimeter doing that circle outwards. We only get to see them a few times. When they do show, I reckon that's when the big winters hit. Yeah. So here he is, playing a little tune, chilling out with a dog. Casus, that's Mercury, I think, though. And he's got a nice little pink negligee on and a hat. It's part of the old masquerade ball. They got everyone playing. Let the masquerade begin. I bet they said that when they done their weird shit and started this fucking nuttiness. It's gotten really farcical though, guys. You got to admit it. You know, the stuff they're doing with space. They got posters up saying like about going to Mars. Mars, guys. A fucking dot in the sky, guys. I'll show you something about Mars later, how fucking real that is, if you think it's all real. Sorry to shatter your illusions. So the Gorgons living in a cave and fell on worse days. Looks like Liberty. Looks like it might be a bit chilly. It's visiting her with an owl. And what does the owl mean? Somebody flying, obviously. So is that what the narrative is really telling us for Mary Poppins? He's like, fuck off my wheat, woman. So I was only picking a bud off, love. Oh, it's ready, though. It's not ready. It's never ready. It's never going to be ready. Not for you. So, yeah, Pan's like watching his ganja crop. She's thinking of snicking a bud. I'm going to smash his fucking head in, the ugly bastard, while he's asleep, yeah? Or cut his head off. Yeah? Which is what you do, innit? So, ooh, fancy a tickle. So, I'm not sure what he's going to do with that Casusa. That's a bit sinister. You see a little bit of lady guard in there. That's disgusting. Look away. What's happening over there? Oh, yeah, the Gorgon. She's got lizards. What's that? What's going on at the front door? Hey, lady. What's going on at the front door? I don't like that. Oh, let me just... Oh, the Gorgon's just squeezing a nipple. As you do. Hi, madam. Squeeze your nipple. Hi. Oh, that's nice. Thank you. Oh, it's okay. As you do. You don't, do you? It's really weird. Well, you may do. I don't know. So, most flooded world just greening over. A few chewy trees, but they have been mangled in the past, if you ask me. Oh, yeah, seahorses or sea cows. Get them. That's Neptune. Another one of their freaky Olympian goddesses that lives in Phoenicia. Okay, and then we come into modern day battlage. Okay, so I'm going to actually come back. That's Ovid. So it's the same as Peter Pan, Pied Piper, and I'm guessing 100 different narratives that are all telling us exactly the same thing about our reality, guys. Yeah, that we came from another place and they've been stealing. They've been stealing everybody and taking them there. Okay. Oh, stop. So did you enjoy that? Wow, almost 1,000 people watching. Oh, very epic. I was just lost in thought and away. I hope you enjoyed my little storytelling. Thank you for the great Flat Earth British think tank. Luke Pone as well. Hope to meet you as well at the Flat Earth British conference and everybody else. That gives information. So did that feel weird? Yeah, it feels weird to me. So I'm happy. So what's the end game? They're after the children, harlot. So I know what it's about us. Do you guess what happens to you? Well, how do you think an orphan is produced? They've all had the jab. 80% of them. I don't even know how many of them. What do you think's going to happen to them?
The Cull's already happened, guys. It's just time now, or whatever you call it. So, who's this giving me lovage here? Oh, that's really nice. Swazza. Love your work, Martin. You are always saving lives. Do that. RV is a friend of mine. Oh, that's cool. And I thought you would. I found you. Oh, thank you. You come over from RVs. That's a really beautiful thing. Thank you for the 20 squid. Awesome. So, Dark Matter. That's not a real thing at all. So you based your name on a fantasy. Hippie. It's like calling you, say, Spaceman. XGen. Good to see you. Mike James. British business. And whatever gets you to truth is fine with me. I got stacks of globe believers, watch Flat Earth British. It's whatever, but I will drop Flat Earth troops in along the way just to show you how absurd it really, really, really fucking is. Okay, we're being laughed at. Yeah, it's just I can't even get over people liking being laughed at. It's like you're laughing at me, twat. That's what you should be saying. Fuck you. Yeah, George, good to see you, my brother. AI, Ryan, Monica's in the house. RH, Sticky Fingers. Oh, we'll have a look at. I got a cure for Sticky Fingers later. We'll have a look at that. Brilliant. Thank you, April. Oh, I'm glad to hear positive feedback. Mr. Emma, Tony. So it gets your imagination going, don't it? Because I know the times, you know, I just so much thought about flying. It's just way trippy, RT. We've got more trippiness to come. We've got humor to come. And is this the key with the angels, the whole fucking thing, guys? Have they just been telling us all along what we really were? You know, the untapped human potential is fantastic. And I really do think we're Supermen and Superwomen. I really do. TYY. Then buildings and that intelligence to build that world. They can't do it now. They're not clever enough. They haven't got no idea. Chan Yan. Good to see you. Dallas Fowler. Capalocious, my friend George. Dragon Sage, Astro Cat, good to see you, my friend. Must have been warm and pretty. Must have been absolutely fucking beautiful. It's not that. It's the vibration of it all. You know, like the end of, I know I always mention this, but the Celestine prophecy, you know, at the end when everything's more vivid and basically you get to see the realm as it really is outside of the illusion because we're living in an illusion, in a dream state. They got us trapped in. When we break out of that, we're going to get into the real world. Listen, the Matrix film is like a fucking documentary, guys. Okay, let me tell you. There's so many truths in that. Carrie, Michael to Silva, you have really grown on me over time. That doesn't mean to say I didn't like you in the beginning. It does sound like that, doesn't it? But it's not true. Brown Eyes Chris. What do I say? Eric, what are you laughing at, Lee? I was just telling them if they knew what me and you knew. Lee Charles, Samu, Elaine. I'll just say Joe. Okay, brother. Jennykins. Oh my God, party time. Fucking yeah, you know it. We're going to have a big party soon. That's what I'm going to talk about now. Now, these arrived today. It's very, very exciting. 940 of you souls. A lot of people are going. They sound like hotcakes. And I've got them to match my shirt and my lamp. Okay, so I'm really color coordinated. What these are the bands, the wristbands that you will be wearing when you come and hang out with Flat Earth British at his do, because I'm having a big do, you know. Okay, only in a few weeks in Birmingham land, and I'll show you all about that now. I'm then going to come back. Okay, so I'm going to have to just, no, I'm not going to play the volume because I always get copyrighted for all this, and my channel's like fucked. So, so it's getting really fantastic and exciting. Look at that astronaut. He's underwater. Yeah, he's got his visor up. He will drown. They nearly lost an astronaut when he drowned. What are you talking about, Matt? In space? No, really, he drowned. They said that he's just like got his water floating around in spacesuits, like so much of it. There's enough of it to drown you. Is it really? Yeah, well, oxygen comes in liquid form, doesn't it? Have you seen it? Well, no, not really, Matt. How does that all work? Well, really, they're in a swimming pool and talking fucking shit. So there he is, fantastic Dave Murphy, who's going to be like, he's like literally a flat earth legend, let's be honest. Who's the go-to man for all of these, you know, fucking not even truthers, baby truthers. They don't even know what to do with Dave, do they? They're like, God, this man's so fucking clever and fantastic. And they feel you can just read their body language. They're lost with him. There's just nothing you can get him on. So there he is in London, flat smacking huge crowds. I was supposed to go on, but I was told not to go. God told me not to go.
And there he is back in the day on television saying, look, it's fucking flat, yo. Just like that. Yeah. Just like that. There they are in a pool. That's actually CGI. Don't burn up. No, we won't burn up. We're falling away. You're falling away. So, yeah, I was on Hibbler Productions this week, which was fantastic. Oh, teacher, is that real? So, yeah, it says on globes in shops that this is only a display thing, not to be used for educational purposes, because basically it's a pack of fucking shit. One of these things is not like the other. One of these things is not quite the same. There he is, Dave. Epic. That looks like Glastonbury Tour. It was then. So I could put the volume on, but oh. So let's move on a bit, and we'll find. Oh no, let's leave it run. Get some flat Earth truthage. So yeah, are there more suns outwardly in the other places, what they call Antarctica? Because Lee was just saying last night, and we have talked about this quite a bit, that basically the sun's like cold, because I know it's magnified and hot when you're down here on the surface, but you climb to the top of the mountain, it's fucking freezing because the sun's cold. So is that why there's more suns around the outside doing their circuits, freezing up the ice? And do they change the circuits and force some part of it to let us through? And I will show you that on a map right now in a minute. Food for thought, guys, food for thought. Or do we fly the fuck out? Martin Leaker, Flat Earth British, Dave Murphy, Matt Devlin, Paul Cookage, and Future of the Past. What a fantastic little crowd. Look at that, guys. What? Like, literally warms the cockles of my heart, that does. And they had a hangout on a channel I only just heard of, so that's Dougie Boy. Sorry, UAP Douglas, who's an actual physicist, underrated, and Campbell. Campanologist spell ringer. So the mother of all meetups, because it will be. Tickets available in the show notes below this video. Okay, it's going on all day from early in the morning, okay, till 12 o'clock when we get down on the dance floor to Mark Devlin, famous DJ, doing DJing. Okay, so hopefully you will have your happy hats, your dancing shoes, and a epic level of non-give-a-fuckness, which is always important. I want you all to leave your shyness at the door, and remember, you're home now, because this is a tribal gathering, which we haven't been able to have for quite some time. America's been having tribal gatherings, the tribe. Now we can have them, and I feel better about things. Oh, epic fucking footage. So grateful to India, who makes all of these epic videos, and they're fantastic, literally fucking epic. So there is a dramatic musical score to go with this, but as I said, it's like YouTube are just weird. They keep blocking my. I got 2 channels down. So there's some tap dancing little girls, the Irish girls in Irish London, doing a happy little Irish dance. So yeah, she does the best videos, I must say. So yeah, it's exciting and it's well needed, and we deserve this. After all of the fucking bullshit we've had to put up with, people have been like worried and coming to me and all of that, because I'm like, I don't give a shit. There's that Sky Train. Because I can see it all for what it is, guys. I told everybody about it. Wrote 2 books about it before it all came down anyway. So not because I'm like highly psychic in that manner, because it's just basically I'm a good detective and I worked it out. And I do merch as well. You can see all that below. Okay. So Flatasticness. So did you send a book picture? Yeah. Well, there's Karen Dirt. I literally love Karen Dirt. Like I love all of you. Karen Dirt. She just really warms my heart. Her and Rob, her old man. And this gentleman, yeah, he pointed out Tataria with a spliff, which like made me really smile like it is now. My book, Tataria, and spliff on picture. Check this out. Somebody with a ganja croppage and a nice big crystallage. Yeah. Whoa, look at the bud on that. Oh, I can smell it. Stick your nose in there. Oh, fucking hell, it stinks. It tickled my nose. It always does that. So, Regina, are you in chat? No, I'm not checking you out, Regina. But if you're going to be lolling around in the swimming pool in Las Vegas and sending Flat Earth British your picture, I'm sorry, I'm not being horrible, but I'm going to check you out. So what's she doing? She's floating around out, and she's with her broskies at the moment. Yeah, there she's having a fucking bong in a pool in Vegas. Yeah, can I just tell you the equivalent here? I'm in fucking Costa del Cardiff, which is a shitty British city, in the dark, in the rain, in the cold, with no swimming pool. And if I did go in a swimming pool, it'd be full of fucking turds and pee because this is Ely. Okay, so just in comparison. So I like the little tattoo there. And have you been bitten by a vampire? Oh, a couple of vampires and a little vampire. So yeah, thank you, Regina. It's made my day. You're asking for it, Regina. Sending these to me. Let's check your tats. Wicked. Wow. See what I mean about mud flood babes, guys? Yeah. Don't worry, ladies. There's something for you later. And another. Oh, toke that. Oh, get that knowledge and that smoke down you and float away. Yeah, or fly away in this case. So thank you for that. If you want send book pictures, it will be presented on Flat Earth British. Arwin, damn indeed, brother. Damn indeed. I know. Isn't it fantastic, Flat Earth British? I think we're going to have some Ladybird books to cheer ourselves up if we felt any slight moment of pangs of why aren't I in a pool in Vegas with Regina moment? Yeah, get over it. Yeah, somebody is. The rapture. I think the rapture may have already happened, but as you can see, this little girl, she's learning to fly. I can fly. Let's fly the fuck up. It may have happened. Oh, this is a brilliant one. Modern Shakespeare. A load about fuss about fuck all. In it, mate. So Shakespeare had a little Hitler mustache. Did you know? Yeah, and look at his head as well. So baldy, isn't he? It's a bit like Orville. Anyway, the disadvantages of being dead by A.R.D. Fairbairn. Yeah. Name one. You can you? Pinocchio was a lying cunt. No shit, Sherlock. Every time he told a fucking lie, what happened? So keep a lookout for big nose people. Sunset art classes is for stoners. No shit, Sherlock. So this would have been me, 7-year-old, making a paper mache bong, hoping it wouldn't melt, trying to get that comb right. Yeah. The old tough base bong. This is actually not good, you know. Ringo the Dingo, Scourge of the Outback. I think that's in real bad taste, but it's okay because the media will just blame somebody. Dead baby animals. No, I'm sorry if anyone's got their children with them. This is how sick adults can be. Okay, they literally take photographs of dead hedgehogs and put them on the covers of books. Yeah, bear that in mind. Don't trust them. Oh, this is normal. Let's throw Uncle Joe's head in a tub of acid. That's a brilliant way. May I suggest lime? Acid can be a little bit expensive. But yeah, Uncle Joe, he came home from the war. The last thing he expected was to be murdered by his children. They jumped out the cupboard like Cato. Right, let's have a look at some other ones. Gay experiments. Yes. Gay experiments with prisms. Prostitution. Oh, yeah, the Ladybird book of Prostitution was a real good read when I was a kid. Very eye-opening. Perverts, yeah, for people who like to look at dogs' bollocks, but in Britain, that's actually a good thing. Dogs' mucks disposal. Do you think there's ever been any little kids in parks that have gone up to their mummy and say, Mummy, what's this? And like just basically trying to pass her a little bag of dog shit. 100%. Timmy's first dryer. Timmy is annoying, but we are warming to him because now he's getting a pair of balls. And his balls dropped. Now he's rioting. Okay? Collect their milk balls. Bombs made easy. Ladybird books. Do you see how they trained us? Yeah, they've got literally like all of these people now training to basically kill zombies for when there is a pretending war. They can have them all do it in a tent on a game console and get the Medal of Honor for it. Island of Death. Yeah, it's called Neverworld. Tuberculosis. Yeah, you catch your off fucking birthday cake or go too near to other infected children because they're exuding a toxic resin and might just get you ill. Dicking around. Yeah, don't fall in the ice. You will die. The mass hallucination. Fucking hell. I remember that Ladybug book. I didn't know that's what it was about at the time. Oh, yeah, the Emperor's Penis. We all know that, don't we? The story of the Emperor's Penis. It's like, no one really noticed. Donald Trump's fam. Oh, that's nice. Oh, halitosis. Yeah, don't get too close. Justin Bieber. He's like Tom Thumb. And mail order bride. Yeah, you never know what you're going to get, do you? Why is he moaning? Because she's not ugly. Like, oh, I don't know. It's beauty's in the eye of the beholder, isn't it? I know. Brilliant. I'd have read fucking Beatrix Potter if this had been the case. Peter Rabbit, Tank Killer. Do you see instantly how that book has more flavour than all of that, you know, flippy floppy fucking bunny rabbit stuff? Yeah. You want Fanza, Paus and fucking Rabbit, yeah. You want you want to Sven Hassel that shit up, guys. Yeah. Sven Hassel that fucking Beatrice Potter. Sven Hassel all them books up. Sven Hassel the world's up. How to walk like a mank. Well, basically, I've tried this and I basically did a perfect bez out of the Happy Mondays in my front room. So what you do, okay, is to walk like, obviously walk like a stone roses in this case. Epic. Although he's a global believer, I hope not. I hope you're a flat earther, Ian Brown. I've got all respect for you, my friend. Are you walking right 7 twat? Are you walking like a right 7 twat? Mark? Anybody from Mancland? Are you walking like a fucking 7 twat? Or Northern twat? So 7 twats, yeah, they walk weird, don't they? They walk like, well, not to put a finer point on it, gay. Quick, hurried steps or effeminate gait. Oh, they're getting effeminate gait, especially in London. Shoulders not rocking from side to side. You gotta rock from side to side like you're from fucking Jamaica. Yeah, you got your legs apart, so you got like a massive pair of bollocks. You gotta mank it up. So next time we're going out, let's mank it up, okay, guys? Okay. Pylon tree houses. Fucking perfect. Guys, gals, yeah? How'd you keep the fuckers away from you? You build a house in a pylon. Okay. I can't see anybody, even an army, coming to infiltrate your cabin. Could just drop bombs on them. If they're alive, because they get electrocuted. You'll be all right. Sign of the times. Love this one. Yeah. Zombie apocalypse. Yeah, we're already there. Oh. No, sorry, there's no room for you. Cry, cry. Starving. Oh, I bet it's going to be a right old fucking giggle, isn't it? Don't worry, though. There's 100 million guns in America. Affordable housing, June 2017. Not anymore. Now it's a soggy, wet box. In fact, apparently the police can come and kick you out on the street if you don't pay your fucking council tax. You just like nick all your shit and everything else. It's like nothing belongs to you, the cunts. Central eating for tramps. If you are on the street and you're watching Flat Earth British, it's shit, and I'm very fucking sorry, right? But get the special brute down you, warms you up lovely. No, don't. It's just bad advice. Obviously, booze kills you. I killed my wife. I hate the fucking stuff. Okay. Little Miss Fanny Farts by Roger Hargreaves. Did you write that? Is there an action? That is wrong. Yeah, it's really wrong. I don't like thinking about things like Queen Laquifa or anything like that. The fucking day, the fucking neighbours, the fucking social services. Love. Yeah. Don't let them take them. They'll come around police to nick your children soon. I've seen it on YouTube. Some cop is turning up with some guys' house. He wouldn't let him fucking in, guys. He stood his ground. He was epic. He was fucking epic. Lesbian funeral shows. Oh, lesbian funeral shows. I love a good funeral. Do you know my favourite part of a funeral, guys? The bouncy castles after. Fucking brilliant. Sudden death and how to avoid it. Oh, right. Well, maybe I should take note of this. I'm almost killed on a daily basis. 1, sudden death. Okay. 2, better off dead. I don't know. How to avoid automobile accidents and death. Okay. Well, don't go on the road. Don't get killed and don't die. I just fucking solved that. I'm getting good at this. Waiting for nothing to end. My story. Anyway. Beautiful friend, the end. Oh, the natural way of keeping in shape. So this is what we used to do in the 1970s. We used to kick our legs up, okay, to basically top of the pops on radio, waiting for number 1, making sure we press that tape recorder and not get the adverts, okay. 10 effective exercises for men and women, okay. How to make those bulges disappear.
Fucking hell, I hope not. By Golden Hands. I thought it said Goldie Hawn. That's a weird name, isn't it? Goldie Hawn. Wow. Everything I know about women, I learned from my tractor. Oh, yeah. What did you learn? What did you learn about women from your tractor, then? Ooh. Maybe I should get a tractor. Do you know Jesus? No, I've never met him. Does he look like that? Yeah, he's the guy in the middle. Okay. The Marties. Okay. No, I've been thinking about this. They could still be alive, couldn't they? Do you think? Yeah. Look, look, they're nice and tight, these trousers. The 70s, everyone wore tight trousers. Do you think I should join the Marties? Well, I'm a Martin, and if I was in America, I would definitely be a Marty. Do you think I would stick out like a sore thumb amongst those Marties? Yes. The wrong colour. Now, Ma'am, I don't want to sit on Harry Seacombe's lap. Sitting on Harry fucking Seacombe's lap. I give him 20 quid. So when we were kids, yeah, this is a Welshman, right, Harry Seacombe. Although he's fat and sort of, I guess, rancid looking. Okay, he sings like opera. Sorry, I can't say that word without puking up because of Oprah Winfrey. A guy, that happens again. So basically, this is the album of Harry Seacombe's Christmas. Yeah, so just pile your kids into Harry Seacombe, yeah? Stick him on Harry fucking Seacombe's lap, yeah? Cool. When my mother took me to Harry Seacombe Santa Claus, it's like, I ain't going on Harry Seacombe Santa Claus lap, man. She's like, you fucking got to. It's Harry Seacombe. He's like the God of Wales. So I'm not going. You probably won't know what I'm saying if you're from another country. Now, this guy sort of nailed it. Pop explosion, sitar style. From Sangram. Sangram, yeah? Forsooth, what did you do to get so lucky? You got a nice bong. Yeah, you got a couple of mates to come and hang around. Will you keep you company? You got a bad tash, though, Mr. Sangram. The Shags, philosophy of the world. Let's have a look at the Shags. I think they're aptly named. And they're not being cruel. Hey, this is a serious historical study. I hope no one's fucking laughing over there. Listen, I win. I twice this happened to me when I was a kid because I had like scruffy hair and I was like sort of like a pretty boy. Listen, this is what is the worst thing about the 1970s, except for Moses with obviously Burt Lancaster. That was pretty torturous. This is what they made us suffer. Okay, guys, you can't. How come all of the worst parts of my life I can't fucking, you know, I can manage to erase and can deal with it, but you put Lena Zabba fucking Roney in my face, and like literally my whole world's just torn apart. It's hell. It's hell. Yeah, this was the devil incarnate. If you don't know about Lena Zabba fucking Roney, yeah, it's he's making eyes at me. Right, number one in Britain, yeah, she's like 7 year fucking old, so it's a paedophile song, and it's number one. This is everything that's wrong with this fucking place, yeah. Plus, she was a fucking nightmare. I hope she's not still alive. She might be a flat earther. Right, The Strategy of Penetration by Buckner Fanning. Now, guys, I know what you're thinking. This is actually a military strategy book. How to penetrate the enemy lines. Right, what were you thinking? No, that's wrong. I'll fuck your Urals up with smooth jazz and bagpipes. So again, a female version of Pan, hanging out in the woods, tartan, tartar, sheep, Welsh, Caroline O'Keefe, don't know what that means, and to fuck your Urals up. All in plain sight, guys. All in plain sight. Now, talking about Lena Zabba fucking Roney, okay, what about these? The Brotherhood of fucking Man, yeah? Save all your kisses for me. Save all your kisses for me. So I had a vote in my house once, me and my sister, where we thought, who's better looking? ABBA or Brotherhood of Man? Or Bucks Fizz? Definitely Bucks Fizz there, Cheryl. But I'm just saying, and they ripped their skirts off. I'm just saying, who was better looking? Yeah. Brotherhood of Man or ABBA? Because they're both Eurovision contest winners. If you don't know what Eurovision contest is, don't even worry about it. But apparently ABBA won with Waterloo. Another fucking clue. ABBA Yeah, two opposing Tauruses, Waterloo, Phoenician, watery wickedness. And with these loads of fucking weirdy guns, that one was all right though. With these loads of weirdy guns, the 70s like fucking basically made us all mental. Definitely me. No, that was the acid. Anyway, Top of the Pops covers. Now we were, right? Now, first we're going to have a vote, guys. There may be a few of you here. What is wrong with this album cover? Come on, what is wrong with this album cover? Can anyone see? Well, I will tell you. Absolutely fucking nothing. I will survive. Yeah, yeah. Oh, Oliver's Army, fucking brilliant. Oliver's Army is here to stay. Oliver's Army's tragedy. Oh, no, don't do that, Matt. Lucky Numbers. My Lucky Numbers one. Lena Lovitch, classic. Dun, 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 dun. I wanna love you. Don't know who was on that. Keep on dancing. Maybe a Shawadi Wadi. Waiting for an alibi. Thin Lizzy, classic. Hold the line. Yellow. Just what I think it's just what I needed. In the Navy. Oh, that's YMCA in the Navy. Songs of Swing. Okay, that's a bit of Knopfler. Wow. Ooh, who sung Wow? The Runner. I don't know. Remember then? Don't know. Heaven knows, don't know. Turn up the music. Turn up the music. Turn up the music. Dun, dun. So, anything wrong with that? Absolutely nothing. I was going to give us half hour of Top of the Pops album covers appreciation hour and hot hits, which are a little bit naughtier than Top of the Pops. But I thought, well, maybe like because I'm a truther and that, maybe my like subscribers won't want to watch half an hour of Top of the Pops album covers. Although I would be really happy about it, but you know. So, dun dun dun, with more humour to come a little bit late. Casey and the Sunshine Band. So, thank you, Andrew. I knew that any fucking way. It's a mental blockage. Anyway, I'm in here watching. 898 of you. Okay, share this out, guys. Make sure you spread the juicage. Ooh. And there's about another hour or two of, I don't even know. What's the time? Fucking hell. That was a quick hour and a half. There's loads more to come anyway, okay? And you should see the juicy images of the day. And we have Tataria coming up and just a lot of mind blows to come, actually, guys. So carry on. Don't get unbuckled just yet. So it's Janus time, isn't it? Things have been a bit weird, haven't they? The vibrations are shaky and weird and oogie. So that would be because of Janus, the two-faced bastard. Here's Janus here. He's up on a cloud with his broski. Okay. I'm not sure who Janus hangs around with these days. They got an orb with another realm in it. And they're floating. And guess what's happening with these people? They're flying, aren't they? Some of them are flying up to Janus in this cloud and this other realm. Coinky dink. Is it Neverland? And others are going into the fiery pit of hellness. Okay, what these blocks all are, I don't know. But that's a strange little medieval artwork. This one's called The Gates as well. Basically looks very, very, I was going to say space agey, but something about this dome is very portal-like, I'm noticing. The three-dimensional drop to it. And all of the heavenly hosts, as we know, they're all the same characters. The Olympians, Zeus with his fasces, they all swirl in these clouds. They always do that. Like water going down a plug hole. So, more fine art of the Phoenicians. Again, with these, you know, I'm always explaining how these, it's always about the flowing, you know, textiles, and they're always fine silks, and they're a very important part. And they only just cover them up a bit. Well, they're privates, but not really, because they're always sort of topless, aren't they? All of them. They're always really pale, always a bit plump, always got rosy cheeks. And playing the conical, that's another vibrational quality. And they just come out of the water. The Phoenicians, the mermaids, them. Here's Hades. Yeah, so he's hanging around in another sort of, I guess you could call it a bad neighborhood below us. And he's also got a harp, and he's also sort of playing his, well, he's playing Voodoo Child Jimi Hendrix. But again, he's a Phoenician. He has a laurel leaf, and he's hanging around in hell because he's God. Here again with that spiral of the heavenly hosts. You know, they're just masses and masses and masses of winged beings, all in a circle. Yeah. So use I guess the Christ figure, and I'm guessing angels falling, you know, this celestial battle that's going on. And use Zeus with the fasces. Again with the flowing cloth. All of them. So that's a door picture painting. And again, from a mosaic of supposedly Rome. Again, with these, like they're sort of sails. And you'll see them with Venus and all of these Phoenicians that come out of the water. Neptune here, again with this. It's tied to his wrist as well, isn't it? But with seahorses. Is that a thing? So here's Psyche, apparently comforting a what looks like a boy angel slave, but he's been bound, haven't he? No, she's Hope. She's Hope. That's Hope. Hope is saying it's going to be all right, whatever, to this angel. He's got like flowers in his wings, flowers in his hair, and he's bound, so he doesn't fly, and his legs are bound. He's been stopped flying, guys. And she's like, you'll get up there again one day. Is this why the RAF get their wings and they give them a, yeah, they do. And the American Air Force, they give them wings, don't they? One wing, then two. Wow. So, two nymphs in the forest, a nice little artwork, and an excuse that I can get lady gardens up on the internet. Yeah, it's another load of Phoenicians, them creepy little, always the same, isn't it? The arrows, the Cherubanuskis, yeah. So they sort of turn up. I noticed the mermen got black hair, and the mer women got blonde. Never see a mer woman with dark hair, do we? Is there something in that? Because he looks like the guy out of like Sparta, don't he? Out of the 300. So yeah, they arrive out of the water. Here's a Phoenician art piece that's been smashed in the reset of the classical world, put back together. And a Phoenician procession, which looks very much like Rome. Look at this marble columns. Can you imagine what this place looked like? Jeez. And that's Venus in her arrival. She comes out of the water like she's just been born out of the water. So I think there's a clue to all of this, don't you, with the Venus thing? Classical world's already been broken. She comes out of the water after a reset. The Phoenicians arriving. And how'd she get you? Well, Venus arrives on the Rainbow Bridge, just like the rest, I should imagine. And a Phoenician god, which you see these all over what we watch, what we view in Gallica atlases. You see this all over the antique world. She's many, many breasted, Babylon, antiquity on the head, some strange plaque in the background, but they're always like an obelisk going down, like a wedge. Here's Janus here, two Januses as well on the floor, also closely associated with this weird tail. Venus minus her breasts. Now, I'm not sure what's happened, but they've knocked Venus's nose off and her tits. This is not Venus de Milo, obviously. Difficult to say. So this is giant statues. This is when Rome, this is in Rome, giants occupied and built this place. They had to do, right, because the architecture is so fantastic. What would be the use of doing this massive head and this massive hand? Can you imagine the size of the statue this belonged to in ancient Rome? You know, there's a human for comparison to the hand, 6 foot high hand, guys. Why? Are they building stuff that they can really shift in a world of horses and cats? Exactly. So this is a collection of classical art pieces, and it occurred to me looking at this one piece that when you go in sort of, I guess, country homes in England or even some salvage depots where they have statues like this, you see a lot of classical art. And I'm wondering whether, you know, some of these items, because you can't really age the stone of, say, a bird bath or, you know, a Cherubanuski bird bath, wondering how many of these are actually from the classical world and the real article. This one's a buttercup girl. She's a little girl and she's a buttercup, not buttercup, a bluebell. So, excuse me, a bluebell girl, little bluebell. Huh. And just beautiful little statues. But you can see it's all Phoenician, whole warehouse. And I'm wondering if all this is just classical stuff, the real thing. I mean, instead of reproduction. So I know what that looks like. I'm not sure what it actually is. It looks like some sort of totem. And I tell you what it is. It's the jawbone of a walrus. The jawbone of a walrus that's been carved into an eagle. Yeah, no, it looks got a bit of a knob about it. I know. So how many of these cemetery statues are actually real classical art pieces? Just left there in open sight. I reckon a lot. That's a really beautiful piece. Sat there on a grave. And there they are, the Phoenicians. This is what they look like. They have no bridge on their nose. Completely straight nose, the Roman nose. Evil, slanty looking fucking eyes. Really creepy looking. And they wear these crazy headwears, which are just basically what look like communication stuff. Because I can't imagine, you know, aesthetically what that would do. It doesn't look good, looks stupid. Maybe it blocks the wind. And there's another statue of death and a woman being embraced by the con. And you obviously so many of the Phoenicians. And there's one of the Phoenician goddesses, the winged one, which I'm not going to say his name. He's got a serpent for a knob, though, and it's wrapped around his thing. I don't think he's got anything there. Ugh. His sun gods suck. But he's got wings, too. They all have, the Mesopotamians, all of them. I think it's just telling you that they got wings because all these people can fucking fly. Because it makes no sense that you could have wings, like, you know, and lift your body up, because it's disproportionate, so it wouldn't work, really. You know, Victorians tried getting men up with wings and stuff, with glued on, and nothing happened. They just hit the floor. But I'm saying you can fly without wings. Again, Psyche, and I can't remember which one he is. But so what you find with the Phoenicians is they're always like, you know, in a romantic state. You see them aging. They look like a family or a load of families. They seem related. There's a lot of similarities between them. And they like a Copperfield, apparently. So let's weigh you, my little cherub, and see what you'd weigh. Ah, am I heavier than a butterfly? Yes, of course, you're lighter than a butterfly. So apparently the butterfly is heavier than a Cherubinuski. That looks like a fasces, doesn't it? The red and white as well. Little demon face. So yeah, she's lighter than a butterfly. I know it's on the material just. Why would that be? It's always bugged me. There's more of these Museum of Classical Art pieces. I think they're the real thing. Look how these Cherubinuskis come from a wormhole or portal. Always going to see that in the artworks too. Flying. Just like in Barbarella. Just like in a million films that I could mention. Brazil. See remember him flying in Brazil? The film Brazil? Well, basically, that's a pair of wall jugs. Maybe you could just have a strange, yeah, it's from antiquity. That's what they had on the wall in Rome. So you could like just, I don't know, maybe press the buzzer and a bell will go. I don't even know. Give a little lucky rub on the way out of the house. Yeah, that's what it's for. Nice they took the effort to put it back together. Again with the scales in the flowers, the all-seeing plasma eye of all of these fuckers that got us slaves. So I'm not sure, but it's supposed to be like obviously male genitalia, but it looks like a sweet potato. I don't know what's happened. Maybe some's fallen off by here, but I don't know. You know, I'm no expert, but I reckon, you know, men could have like penis that shape. Wouldn't that be weird? Though? I'm just saying. It's like a nose. There is Theseus, who's also got wings on his head, and he's also got wings on his ankle. Mercury got wings on his ankles. Is he got like shoes with real wings on? Or is it just another analogy to say these fuckers are flying? Yeah, they're all flying. Everyone's flying around because we were all in a, you know, super state of elevated fucking consciousness and not like dumbed down with stupid shit like space, wars, television, all of that crap. So they tried to get Venus back in by offering her stuff. And again, you know, with the dudes, they're dark. Well, he's gone grey. So old Mrs. Zeus, she hasn't aged very well. So they are aging, aren't they? They are aging. Does that mean they die? Again, carried around, just like Icarus. You know, he went too close to the sun and what? The wax melt. The sun melted his wax. Well, it wouldn't do that because if you went further up, the wax would go harder because it's colder if it go up. So that's bullshit. So again, I'm thinking that the tale of Icarus, and the artworks are definitely showing this, is a tale of a man flying. Another Greek god. I think this one is definitely Marsage. He's got his battle hat on. He's basically thinking no one's watching, and he's doing something with a pot in his nipple, maybe. Look at the Phoenician waterfall. And he's got a butterfly on his knob to hide a bit. It's really cool. Fly fishing. He's got a hairy bum. Can you see that? It's like a hairy tail. Oh, he's got him on his ankle. Oh, he's got wings on his ankles. And he's got wings on his bum. So he's a flyer. I believe I can fly. Dream about it every night and day. So she's having a kip under a dragon, as you do. She's hiding. She's hiding. Another. Look at the long ginger hair. This is not a reality, is it? Why are they all ginger? What about this? She's a freaky one. She's a freaky one. Strange hairage, and she's got like a baby cherub Banuski. But what's this strange stuff in her hands? Fucking alien. They'll do. So there's Pan again, getting down with, it's all to do with pearls as well. And like bribery and stuff. They're all bollocks and, conked out in a dish. I spent the night in a dish and I froze my fucking balls off, sort of affair. So there's Bacchus, who looks just like Pan, who's like a girl, but yeah, he's still got muscles. And he's got like, this red thing and this plump face and looks like a Chinese geisha girl. And in the 1700s, there was like this thing about sexy in your face up with like little love hearts. Dandies, men were called. And they put like little dimples or a little birthmark there to tart yourself up a bit. So I think it's definitely part of this Phoenician paradigm. So that's it on the strange Greek stuff. Greek art, nothing stranger, especially that sweet potato Willie. No, Mudflood. Mudflood, because we like Mudflood. These are fantastic. Why are they fantastic? Look at the age on them. We got Madrid here, guys, right? And there's some things in here which is just mind-blowing. So 1853 Madrid. First thing we notice, right, apart from we can get right down on this image, is vanilla skies. Second thing we notice is nobody's at home at all. What time is it? Well, let's just estimate the roads going in it's brighter over there. The sun's coming from this direction. It's 9 o'clock, I would say, in the morning. So there should be a fuck ton of people around. Where are they? And again, building in scaffolding. Is it being built or is it being renovated? Because we can't seem to catch anything in 5 fucking years of this field of anything from the fucking ground up. It's always there. And if it's in scaffolding, it's fucking already there. But check out this bit of Rome. 2 of these sentry towers. Everything is mud flooded. And look, they just put in fresh trees after a reset. How many times have we seen that, guys? How many times? Still seems to be mud around. But a really sweet HD. There's an obelisk, like an Egyptian obelisk there. Lots of chimneys. But nobody actually at home. Look at the detail just for, is that a light holder? I guess so. But the beautiful lampposts as well. Yeah, so intricate. I want you to believe a man's getting a ladder up from there to there every night and every morning. Do you believe that? Because I don't. No, I don't know exactly what this is. It's again early. They all are in this segment. Madrid. But I can't work out what these are, except for they look like some sort of Faraday cage or something. They're a circle of. At first, I thought it was wood, but I'm not actually too sure now. I think this might be some sort of metal. And it's a circle of it. I can't work out what it is, and there's no details with it. But one thing I can tell you, it's massive, because look at the size of the people. There's dots to it. So, I don't know. Maybe that is construction, but it doesn't look like. So, 1853. What's that on the corner of the building? What do you think it is?
What, a TV aerial? All right, benefit of the doubt. What is it then? It's 8:53. There should be fucking, you know, something going on like with that. What is it? It's the same building, look. Yeah, I know. So this is, you see a few shots of this. I'm guessing it's some sort of market maybe, but it is mud flood affected. And next to it, they've had some sort of excavation, which looks like they're carting the mud out. But look what it shows below ground level. The window top there, walls, all, you know, maybe 20 foot below ground level, a load of old masonry, walls. So, old Madrid, or the existence of a classical world underneath. Again. This is a mind blow. I've shown it before, but it just always gets me is the scale. So they built this for humanity, they say. Yeah, we can't replicate anything. This is a fucking massive building. The people are like, don't belong in this world. Look at these dots. These little dots in front of this massive door and this massive door. Why would you envision doing that if you're an architect? Oh, I know. I'll have a door 50 times bigger. In fact, I built it for fucking giants. And it's mud flood affected. Little silver ball thing on top. And it's 20 to 7 in the morning there. It could be evening. Just crazy scale. But, you know, I don't know. I'm going to show you now. There's no difference. Any city in Christendom, it's all the same people, the same builders who had this realm. Okay, guys. Saigon. It's a Tatarian fucking city. It's full of all this caper as well. The Phoenician architecture. Again, wings on the head through a portal. Getting late on in the day. But again, with all of the Phoenician messages and symbology. Now, this is a head fuck. 1800s again. Check this out. Apart from it being pristine HD, beautiful, bright. Look at the dome there. Technasmia port. Look at that. Look at that. So what would you say that is? Would you say it was like, oh, is it lighting for like advertising? Well, obviously not, because it's facing to the back, isn't it? So nobody's going to actually see it. Whatever this caging apparatus is at the back, so it's hidden. So you have something here. What looks like a TV aerial here. Giant gantry up onto the second onion dome, or the ball, which is connected to. And then you have veins here as well, and something even above that. So 2 veins. This one's exactly the same as well. So when this photo was taken, the Antiquitech was still active and still there. But these as well, what the fuck are they? Excuse my language, but wow, what a shot, guys. What an absolutely amazing shot. Antiquitech. It's absolutely stunning trees. I don't think I've ever seen anything so, you know, in your face as that. There's so much going on. And you can see where it starts. It's coupled to there. It's not advertising because it's on the back. So, mind blow. And Madrid has mud floods because it's obviously flooded, which poses the question of why they would build all these buildings with sub-basements like they say they do if this keeps happening. Well, this shit pours through. Mud flood. Okay. So they also do I notice, what they do in America as well. But these seem to be really early, is moonlight towers. So halogen lights, which will illuminate the center of the city. 2 men up there. So they haven't even got that in this day, have they? Just got endless stupid shit. So they add moonlight lights as well. And I'm guessing this is to dig maybe the sewer system in Madrid. But wow, can you imagine looking out your window and seeing that size of excavation? I'm guessing it could be the underground. Looks like it's big enough for trains. And, well, can't really see anything else going on, but it's just the scale. It's crazy. They just rip this shit apart. And then the underground is there, certainly. They got another moonlight lamp there. You can see. So that would have illuminated this entire square like it did in Detroit. Central station. And you could just go down underground into the underground. But this is in the 1920s or early 30s, looking at the cars. So this is outside of, I guess, in the main city of Madrid. But look at it for scale.
Look at it for scale. It's in the mud, a few anomalous rocks sticking out, and you just get this fantastically big palace out in the middle of nowhere. It's absolutely fantastic. So there's Madrid, and I'm going to show you the equivalent now in Southeast Asia. Okay, oh, excuse me. This is a film of Madrid now. Somebody took and posted on Flat Earth British, and I will show you now what this stuff looks like in the modern day. So it's still the Phoenicians. So keep an eye out for some of these buildings we just seen. Again with the bow. So they had a statue of a Greek, commas, Greek god on the roof of a large building in Cardiff called Hodge House, and they removed him in the 1950s. People said they were offended by it because it was naked. Look at the tech. Fasces. Well, Atlas with his celestial sphere, another vein. Phoenicians. Oh, look at that. Nice. So look at that thing, this golden ball. That's the one we seen on the top of that bank. That's the one we seen, that ball on top of the bank. Very good, very good. And always with the golden balls. Ooh. Squeezy, squeeze. So, what's going on? Look at that, back in the day. You go one here and it comes up. It shows you like this thing's just mud flooded out. Phoenicia there, look. All about the boats. So, that's pretty good. So, yeah. Madrid, Tartaria. Now, more fuckery with basically sickness of what they basically predictively program us with when we're children. Okay. Now, this is a crazy story. There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. So she lives in a giant shoe. She lives in a giant shoe, okay? And she's crazy, motherfucker, as well. So published 1794. They don't know who wrote it. I'll tell you who. The Tavistock. Most common version of the rhyme is, there was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. Why? She gave them some broth without any bread, then whipped them soundly and put them to bed. Right, let's dig that for a second. So she got a fuck ton of kids. Why? Where's their parents? And well, she gave them some shitty soup, no bread because she's a bastard, and then she fucked them up and sent them to bed. Doesn't sound very good, does this? It sounds like really proper, like sort of abuse, really. So the earliest printed version, she whipped their bums and sent them to bed. Anyway, I guess they tried to, like, I guess later on there's a Christian Mother Goose book that was published where they sort of, kissed them gladly and sent them to bed. Is that even fucking better? Origins and meanings. She lived in a giant shoe, guys. A giant shoe. She got a fucking load of kids, like orphans, and she's supposed to be looking after them. But apparently she's doing a shit job. Okay? So what's that all about, guys? Giants? Orphans? Sheesh. Things we don't know. Anyway, I'm going to show some images of the day, and I'm going to come back in a minute to catch up with you all. So make sure to basically share this out. 875 of you watching right now. That's fantastic. Happy Flatterday to you all. Now, to Hippie Shake. They discovered this in a sand dune in Pembrokeshire in Wales. I'm guessing I was thinking it might be Merthyr Mawr because that's the biggest sand dunes in the country, near Porthcawl in South Wales. But they say it's near Pembroke, okay, and it was buried in dunes of sand, and then it got unburied. And as you can see, half of the thing is still buried in the sand. And it's an entire house made of cobble and seashells that was just, unearthed. And it's still buried in the sand. So that was a recent discovery. It got uncovered. I guess they seen the top bits kicking out by the look of it. But yeah, it was stuck in a dune. It's cool, isn't it? I'd love that. So I'd love to find out where it is on Google too. So I don't know, but it's purple. And it's a display case you can go into somewhere where they have, I don't know, someone laying in a bed naked in purple. It's a bit weird. I can't go into context, but it's a sort of grotto thing. Ugh. What about the weird Victorian theatre? Okay. 55. Conference par Satan. Satan. Emancipation, augmentation, eccentric, the toilet. I don't know. But they got two masks of basically what I just showed you, Pan. Coloured lights. Got the devil on one side here, Diablos. And some perverse creatures, Grinolins and Grave. And he's got Parisian on. The jury are the dead. Trippy. Got more trippiness to come. Trippy. Oh, don't tell me that's not trippy. What is it? I don't exactly know. I think this is 1920s fashion of a sort. I don't know what's going on outside of. There's loads of bright colours, and not to put a finer point on it, naked jugs as well, which is always a plus. Check it out. She's wearing a couple of globes on her hips. I guess this is what they call muffin hips, and multiple balls on her heads. She's going for more of the Saturn look, or the rubber ring look. Casino de Paris. That's where you can see these. They walk around in Casino Paris like this. So that's the wizard. She's a wizard. She looks like a fairy. I look like a fairy. I feel like Julia Roberts in Pretty Woman. No, he feels like Julia Roberts in Pretty Woman. You're a man, aren't you? No, I'm not. Is there a woman here? No. Get to the back. What about you, Hector? No, I'm an angel. I feel like Julia Roberts in Pretty Woman. What about you? You're a lady, aren't you? He's not, is he? But you can tell. I can tell. I don't know. I just got something built in. Nitkas are all fitted with gaydar, you see. But isn't it trippy colours? And they're all like, let's have a look at this one. Son, you need to have a word with your father about your choices in life, I must say. Look at this. Yeah. Looking brilliant. Jack in the boxes. They're spooky Jack in the boxes, aren't they? They're like, you turn your handle and a clown jumps out and tries and fucking scares you. Punch at Jack in a box. So yeah, the Chinese as well. They had fishmen or fish people. The Emperor Qing was blocked by I know it sounds crazy, doesn't it? But in the narrative, they say the Emperor Qing was blocked from his conquests of the whole of China by a load of giant fish. So I'm not sure if they were in water or anything. So this was discovered only very recently, come up this week, dug up in Turkey. So they're digging away in the crap, all the old mud and everything, and there's a head of the classical world. No difference between Turkey, Carthagena, Greece, Rome, or any of these places. So Pembroke again, South Wales, there's a star thought there. And it turns out where Teresa lives now, who's in chat, the whole of this peninsula was a star thought. And bits are there still today that you can visit. So I can't wait to get onto a star thought and have a look for myself, do some filming. But it's going to be convention stuff at the moment. So this is basically, I think he said it was in France and it's a cave. And somebody sent it to me because them ceilings I was showing in my last post, this is a natural thing. They say what they call natural in this place. And somebody suggested to me, isn't there similarity between them, them geometric ceilings and this? Some of them we see, and I was like, yeah, it is. I see it. So I bet that water's pristine. Beautiful, nevertheless. So Phoenicians are the classical world, but they're all in the Middle Ages, aren't they? And I can't exactly say what's going on, but what I can say is this seems to be floating maybe in water, as is does that. So why are all of these buildings actually in water? Remember the context of my last post? If you did follow it with a crappy microphone, I do apologize. I don't know what's going on in the medieval era. It all seems very, very trippy. Like that, for example. Who's guarding in the tower? You got a bell, load of antiquitech and wires, like everything coming off of that. 10 to 5. So who's the angel? Bright red with the lamb. Yeah. Seems to be boss of the army. Seems to be like, I don't know. So what we make of this? I'm confused. I am very confused at this point about the Statue of Liberty. So we see some shots of the Statue of Liberty being built in some sort of warehouse. We see it displayed in a park in New York. We see it ferried across and then put up on top. And then in this narrative, it's being built on top of Fort Wood, on top of the plinth. So some people say, oh, some of these images you're seeing are the Statue of Liberty that they built in the 1850s in Paris, because they built one there too. Some of them are mixed up. Very curious, though, that Fort Wood has doorways in. Look, they're all buried. And there as well, some sort of window. Star Fort, obviously. This crazy, crazy temple plinth. And then apparently they're building it up. Something wrong with that photograph. Plus, it's a vanilla sky. Where's the sky, for example? So let's have a look a little bit further up. Again, windows into the Star Fort. Really queer setup with this fucking plinth and these bauble things. And apparently starting the Statue of Liberty. It's a bit of a HD clear photograph, that, isn't it? Where's any people? Where's the sky? There it is. There's a door going into there as well. Why would that be? No one can go in there. Maybe a viewing platform externally. In there, there's another thing, another window. And then there's supposed to be the infrastructure and the frame for said Statue of Liberty. There is Statue of Liberty built. And the head's built separate in a warehouse. So I'm like, hang on a minute. I've seen pictures of the Statue of Liberty being fucking towed to Fort Wood. What's going on? Apparently, this is not the same one as we just looking at. Apparently, by the buildings, maybe you can tell. This is the one in Paris. It's a confusing state of affairs, as I must say. So, which one is this? It's there. Okay, but it can't be if they're building it. It can't be there at the same time. Is this French? It is indeed. That's the one in Paris. Where's the sky? Why are they displaying the head that way? Okay. So 1884, the Paris one, there it is in a Paris street. She's just as big, I guess, as, because this was supposed to be, you know, they sent this to America, the story is. It was a gift from France by, well, Gustave Eiffel, for the, who built the Eiffel Tower. I think he built the Statue of Liberties both, and he sent one of them to him, to Americans. Check this out for a lovely little building in Paris. What's that? What is that? Or whatever it is, it's been altered, but look at that. And this top bit looks like it actually turned. Why is it round like that way? It's all broken. No one's lived there from time immemorial. But what is that building? It's really unusual the way that's on top of this. It's like a completely separate building. Really, really cool picture, that one. More of this strangeness in France with their, in this case, they've got a load of skeletons in boats and on bridges in sort of shows in Paris. Crazy shit going down. Look at this. Same again. You've got devils, devil, and all skeletons. They're sort of selling. And why would they do that, guys? There's this wizard here. They've literally set up this scene on a theatre. Why? Something about Vice there. Well, there's a bigger version. So they have like Satan stage shows or pantomimes or whatever in France. Look at these. And these backdrops, the effort into these things is fantastical. These people must have been out their fucking minds. Look at the devil again with the mask. What's everyone wearing now? And somebody found an Otitarian house and decided to paint it up. Like recently. Yeah. I wonder if she lives in that house. Look at the windows all down here. It's still a derelict. It's still empty. But then somebody decided to make it look pretty. Recognized its aesthetics. Look at this. All below ground level.
So it's good they did that. Most of them are getting knocked down, unfortunately. So we have a look at some male stuff, but only to be fair to the gentlemen, ladies, yeah. We're going to not sort of have a vote, but maybe really, it'd be better if it was a wet t-shirt. But I'm just saying we're having a vote, okay? What's the most aesthetically pleasing, okay? Actually, just for fun, guys, you don't vote. Ladies, you vote. Sorry. So, yeah. Tokyo, Tokyo. So, yeah, missile launchers. Laser beams. So, ooh, naughty, naughty. Let's have a look what she's up to. Hanging around in the passage. Oh, I know what's happened. You've melded into the wall like the Philadelphia experiment. It's pushed you back out into the front, hasn't it? You're going to stay like that forever, aren't you? Wow. So look at the plugs of old. Just out of interest. Yeah. She's a big girl. She's like, they've changed over time, haven't they, females? Something's happened. I don't know what it is. So that's Pan American Flight. Kuching. I think it's the brown that makes them look like that. So in case you don't know, it's pretty last year. Okay. Do you know who she is? Well, she's had more husbands than Elizabeth Taylor. Oh, no, it is Elizabeth Taylor. So Laurence Olivier. And yeah, she's got a fair pretty face. She's pretty as Elizabeth Taylor. She's pretty. So these are golden women. You'd have to leave a patch on the back because we've all watched Goldfinger. You will die if you don't leave a patch on the back. So ladies in gold, and they are statues on the corner of a bed. They're not even real. They're statues. Epic. Take no notice. So here's a mud-flooded jail and wedding chapel in Laurel Springs, North Carolina. And the mud is coming up here. And oh, what they dug the mud away and then put it in there. No, because that makes stupid. That's no sense to that. That's stupid. So yeah, the two most important things in the old days was jail and wedding. So it's nice. So these arrived in London back in, I'm guessing the 60s or the 50s, and they walked around, and yeah, their face literally. I think it was a bit of a cruel fucking stunt. Fly them over. They did the same with some Masai Mara warriors, and they took them all around elephants and fucking castle. It's like they're like, didn't know what hit them. So these were disgusted by the zoo. They made a statement and stuff. Apparently, they couldn't believe that they were locking animals up, and I guess they're a bit thrown by the Busby on his hat. She's like, hope that's not a real fucking animal on his hat, because they feel pain, guys, for like the thoughts of animals. These indigenous peoples. So yeah, they are in Elgin Avenue. They're getting some stairs. And he's quite happy, Mr. Bobby of the British Old Police. Dixon and Doc Green sending them on their way. Who's looking out for them? They should have a bodyguard. What do they do in their spare time? Fucking cards. Gamblers. Terrible, isn't they? If you've got a long neck, though, let's be honest, she can sneak a look over her cards. In fact, she looks like she's sneaking a peek. What's she got? Jack, a 9. They're playing 21. You bust, love. I'd fucking chuck that hand in. So they got some freaky art in Spain. And I don't know what sort of, except for they got Venus arriving from the water, an underwatery coral theme, and like the whole thing, including the monster coming out of the cave, is basically all underwater. A building underwater theme for you to hang around outside. That's a pair of legs, isn't it? Yeah, it's a pair of legs, like open. So, Cadillac. Owner driver Cadillac. Who's driving it? I don't know. It looks like devil. And apparently these were driving around in the past, all purple, and on the roof. So this is P.T. Barnum's circus. P.T. Barnum's in this somewhere. Let's see if we can spot P.T. Barnum. Congress of Freaks. That's not nice. And Ringling Brothers Barnum Bailey Circus. So is that P.T. Barnum? No, he's a giant. Notice how, there's that chicken girl. I don't know her name. I know people who know her name. And I've seen this Rasta guy before. God, these are all famous. Hairy guy, chicken girl. Here's another guy with dreadlocks. Oh, he's like his brother. So what's the freak about them then? Right, the Andrews sisters. Yeah, they were fucking freaks. Siamese twins. You gotta be fucking joking me. Please don't tell me she's real. Table woman's not real, is she? Oh, do me a favor. Is table woman real? Oh. Right, fatty Arbuckle. A little tiny guy. I don't know. Oh, a guru. Some sword swallower. Oh, don't advise that. In fact, I don't advise anything. Yeah, it's a table lady. She's real. Fucking hell, she go toilet. Or anything. So more middle-aged or middle-ages craziness again with the devils. And basically, all intents and purposes, they're murdering this guy and sticking him into a well of other chopped up, mutilated people. So they sort of suck, don't they? Yeah. Fucking have them. I don't know. It's one of these. It's not photoshopped. I don't think. I think it's like one of these people who were born, unfortunately, not that good looking. You can see the sympathy on his sister's face. I think they might be married. No, they're both women. She could be a sister, mother, friend. They're holding hands. They know one another. Look at her fingers. They're all like claws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fingers. All claws. And like a fucked up face. No offense. Oh, I didn't mean that. I show you really nice. Not like that. Apart from that. This guy was real as well. Look at his trippy eyes. Yeah. The plane, boss. The plane. Yeah. Mad Max, she's going with the water. Mad Max, he's going with the water. He had his brother on his belly, who talked, ate a lot. Yeah, she married burnt face man. Apparently, his head would combust. It's all right. You've all seen Ghost Rider. This shit goes down. Oh, we've got no clothes on. How did we get here? Who are all those yellow people in coffins? 2. And the thing is these are all white with like green hair, as you do, all covered in their private bits because they look really embarrassed because they've just arrived. And there are coffins full of what look like browner people or darker color people, 2 in that box, dressed in yellow. Open for interpretation. Looks like some fuckery's going down. So this is why we call chicks, guys. Okay, because they're chicks in the past. Yeah, sometime in the past. And they still had this thing. Oh, do you think my bum looks big in this? Yeah. Come on, baby, won't you do a tail feather? Yeah, that dance. They don't say it for nothing. So, John Woodhouse, pre-Raphaelite picture, painting of the 1850s. And apart from him being in beautiful green, I really love that green. What is it that she's pouring out? Kryptonite. Obviously. Our only weakness right now is kryptonite. So, here's Jesus. He's looking a bit like maybe confused. Maybe it's just because his eyes are too close together. Chucking up the 6s, as you do. Okay. He's got also a homunculus, little angel, and an eagle, as you do. There he is. There's Bacchus. Okay. Fat little chubby Bacchus, fruit in the hair. Okay. Trippy. Whoa. This is Revelation. And this is the beast that comes from the deep. So always like people coming from the water to fuck us up in all of these revelations. And I definitely think we're in biblical prophecy. So the Phoenicians, the 7-headed Hydra, chop one off, it grows back again. All of this, the beast of many heads, the 7 heads, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Who the fuck made superpowers anyway? Look at the way Russia went and did all of that, took over all their countries back in the day, and USSR, it became Soviet Union. America did exactly the same, took over all the smaller countries, had the American Civil War. They were completely different fucking countries.
And then you get like these super fucking countries. Like big fuck off America, big fuck off Russia, and you got big fuck off Britain. Because Britain's had the empire, didn't it? When I was a kid, they used to tell us, oh, all them bits, they belong to us. We're bosses. Did you know? It's like, nah. It's like, yeah, we run the fucking world, guys. It's like, fuck me. It's like, so you got to have this British attitude. It's like, oh, have we really? It's like, yeah, you always got to like go abroad, throw up everywhere and sing shitty football songs to show them how superior you are. You know, see how that goes down. So yeah, they had these in the past. They are high-powered propeller trains. Problem is, loads and loads of birds got killed. This is a better train. It's the bullet train. There's a propeller on the back, okay, and it flies you along at an incredible speed. Flies you. So some Indian batteries smashed all the way up, because whatever it was that hit these smashed up there as well. Deposited enough earth on top to get all shrubbery all the way down, as you find on all of these antiquitech pieces. So yeah, whatever it was, it hit high and smashed all of this, rounded it off a bit. Water's gone, mud flooded in, still fucked up. Not long before all of that. So there it is, a bullet train sort of thing back in the day. Why haven't we got that now? Why have we got shitty Avida, where there's nobody bring drinks round or food or fuck all? All you got to do is sit there, look out the window. Most people, you've got no one to talk to on a train anymore, guys, because everyone's looking at their phones, all got masks on. But it's brilliant. You don't stink the fucking train out anymore because you can't smell anything. It's brilliant. So it's always a plus. So check this out. They're waving to it. They can't see you. They're going too fast. It's going like a bullet past your house. So it's Altaria. I would think that this is the sort of rail transport they would have had. High-speed bullet trains like they got there. Why not? Check this out for a bit of Tataria. Oh, Phoenicia. So it looks like a chocolate gatto, doesn't it? What would be the purpose of such an ornate house? And they slam these same little statues every fucking where. There it is. That's a different version of a bullet train with a propeller. So you had to have it aerodynamic like this because the birds to just splat off. You don't want blood all over your windscreen when you're going on a nice trip out, do you? Mommy, the brains of the birds on the window. Don't look, Lucy. Right. So let's have a look then. So horse and cart and building all of this stuff. One of my biggest points since the very beginning of all of this adventure. So Dave Jones, who sends me brilliant pictures, his daughter went to Skegness, and she took a photograph of this like main hotel thing going on there and sent him in, and I said I would show it. So hopefully, thank you very much, lovely, for Dave's daughter for sending this picture. And there you go. It's a beautiful bit of Tataria there. Same in all these seaside resorts, Skegness, or, you know, I went to Turkey recently. There's their Grand Hotel, not dissimilar to that, a bit smaller. So they had basically a Liberty Bell 7 for some sort of rocket nose. Okay, but unfortunately, like I've explained a dozen times, yeah, it's gaffer tape together. That's all right. Gaffer tape keeps out the vacuum of fucking space. What are you talking about? Space is real, yo. Whatever. Check this out. Star footage. The size of this place. That would stop waves. And this high up as well. Scuttle that building. Check it out though, the size and the scale. How many people were around back then? Whew. You know, just there's nothing there. How to get all the materials to just build this? Must have took 100 fucking years to build, guys. Think about it. So some sort of monastery. Okay, in fact that was Wenceslas maybe. So this is something I've been thinking about. I'll do a little post on the nuclear hoax in the near future because I've got a couple of videos I could show you how much of bullshit this is. It's built in and the effort that goes into these nuclear power stations back in the 50s, right, guys? So the biggest building development in Europe in the moment is about 11 miles from where I'm sitting, Hinkley C.
nuclear power station. They're building some high-tech new nuclear fucking power station. Hop, skip, and a jump from where I live. Why? What are they doing? So they're burning while they're putting plutonium rods or uranium rods into water to boil it off with their particulates of radiation. Yeah, the plutonium rods look exactly like a fasces. Coincidence? They're using a different technology, guys. Yeah, you can't. I got Geiger counters. I test the radiation from Cardiff. I know what I'm fucking talking about. I'm telling you that all of this boiling water, they're just water fucking turbines. It's a big scam. What else are they building these big fucking things for? Is something else going on? They got free energy. They don't fucking need them. Think about it, guys. Use Edison in 1890s in the first, what he says is electric car. I thought what an unusual shot for Edison. He's supposed to be this big hot shot, and he's just where exactly? Down a back lane, nothing going on. The first electric car, he says. That's probably the date of when it came out. So, excuse me. Yeah, looking at Boston, fire of 1871, center of the city, completely dewed. Had to be, because everything's turned into small bricks and tiny stones. The paths are all clear. You see a few mud flood windows below ground level here and there. So it's good for exposing mud flood is destruction, but this happened to the center of all major cities in America, I'm afraid. It's a spooky old thing to think that they can do something like that to a city. Ordered wrong gloves. Yeah, you do not want them coming through the door. I don't know what they're for, though. There's something to do with COVID, I feel, though. Yeah, you definitely got the COVIDs about them, haven't they? Just saying. Jonah's wife, interested in listening, in him explain that he's been inside a whale for 3 years. Yeah, look, something in her face tells me that she's heard it all before. Oh, in that fucking whale again. Any excuse. Guess you guys aren't ready for Flat Earth yet, but your kids are going to love it. I love that bit of that film. It's brilliant when he does that brilliant guitar. So that's a nice little shot of the Statue of Liberty getting struck by lightning. First one of them I've seen. Right. So this was grabbed off of NASA's site this week. Okay, off its live feed. Supposed to be on Mars. And there's a couple of things in the background there. Somebody's magged up on them. And oh shit. It's a caravan. There's a camel train on Mars behind the rover on its live feed this week caught. Are they on Mars? They got Mars camel men. Mars caravan. Yeah, I know. Oh, this is nice. Estonia are accepting up to 30 Afghani refugees. Oh, they got out gold. I do. Is you the leader of Estonia? Is you? You got panic face. What's the matter? It's a good problem. I'm Estonia. Yeah, I should be the king of Estonia. Why are you there? What's this? This is the Estonia flag. It should be there, massive, in the background. Why you got 3 fucking lions? You British? What's the law of leaves of control? What's going on? Is there nowhere outside of this Phoenician fucking nightmare? So yeah, she's Estonian. You're letting me down, girl. You're letting me down. You're letting the motherland down there. Anyway, I'm coming back. I've talked forever. These are more images, but I've got to come back because it's 20 to 12. We're coming to 3 hours. Fuck a duck. How did that go so quick? Ow. Ow. My headphones. Oh, excuse me. That's me. Let me just stop sharing. There. I was losing concentration there. I've been talking for like nearly 3 hours, guys. Any idea what that's like? So, are we happy, flat thumbs? Meow. Peace and love to you all. Hope you're having a good time. What? It's all in best possible taste. It's fun. No one died. Good, isn't it? So I hope to meet you all at the Flat Earth British conference. If you are not going, I'm just going to say now, I'll be working on this club has got broadbands. We've literally checked the bandwidth for it because we're hoping to do a live feed with Doug, UAP, and Campbell, and we were maybe someone else. We're just working on it anyway. But for a live feed for the conference, but I'm going to need a solid feed, and I want to be able to cover it all. So if you are going, feel free to go. Take your cameras, take your phone things that you have, devices, real phones, not like my fucked up thing, and record everything. And then you can give it all to me in the night Imperial Flat Earth British. Yeah? I want it all covered every minute from when I turn up in the morning till the last thing at night. I mean, 12 hours, not missed. Yeah, because I basically promised all the flat earthers and everybody that they wouldn't miss it all last night. Got no choice really. Help out, okay? Remember to bring your shit. Record all of it. What you can. Okay? Colour red pill. Purple is your colour, Martin Leaker. Yeah, I know. I've been told. Plus, sort of my favourite colour as well. I know. It is. But like Johnny Osmond's his favourite colour was purple. And I couldn't fucking stand him. And Prince. Yeah? Purple pain. Purple pain. Or purple vein in his knob. Sorry. Anyway, Surfskate Adventures, great work. I hope you enjoyed it. So, do you feel lighter? Yeah. So, if you think happy thoughts, okay, do you feel yourself feeling lighter? Yeah. Somebody told me I went to like a flat Earth. No, never. I went to a truthers anarchist thing concerning all that weird shit that's going down in Cardiff with a gang of people, truthers from Wales. And I was talking to a couple of people, and they said, we noticed that you actually don't walk, you float around. So, yeah, I do that because I sort of light on my feet and I sort of just whisper around like that, as you'll see in the convention. So, light, ready to fly, guys, ready to fly. Hippie shake trees and Lee, purple, stain from his knobs. Oi, that's rude. You don't catch me saying things like that, Lee. Teresa, good to see you. Rebecca, yeah, don't say no to me. Jersey Bob, the real Yoda. Shut the fuck up, you must, says Yoda. So yeah, I live in a terrible area. I gotta get out of here. It's a fucking nightmare. It's just doing my fucking head in, you know. There's all strange things happening, but it's so scummy where I live. They don't get molded and scummy. They get moldy and scummy. Yeah, we got our own version of the X files here. In fact, it's called the Z files. We're so scummy, yeah. So smelly fuckers. Lotus Film Studios. Good to see you, Dean. So yeah, I dig Yoda. Yoda's all right. Yeah. Yoda's sound. He's got a few skin problems, but nothing can't be cured. Mickey Wallbanger, son of Overlook. Oi. Julie. Julie, it's the Brummyland, Birmingham, is we're going to. Okay, so in the centre of England land. And this city where Black Sabbath are from. And Slade, Noddy Holder. He's from Birmingham. Jasper Carrot. We all like Jasper Carrot, don't we? Or maybe you don't. I like Jasper Carrot. I think he's a hoot. Captain Flat Pills. Sorry, I can't help myself. Why were you naughty, Captain Fat Pills? Can't do that in my chat, mate. Yeah. I'm only joking. Kathleen Summers. Admiral. Oh, don't blame myself. Dip. Matt Pointman, seen you last night. We was in Iron Realm Media, wasn't we? Telling them all stuff and things. Martin reading the vibration. Yeah, I showed you, yeah. You know, like Grasshopper. Yeah, you know my students now, right? And I'm learning you the golden art. Like, you know, be like water. Yeah, be like water. And not give a fuck. Invisible Cities. Jason. Caitlin. Cheryl Bate. Love you, Cheryl. Yay, naked people. I know, Cheryl. Isn't it fantastic? Hippie Shake. I know. Why is Willies funny? Anyway, they're not funny, are they? Jersey Bob. Purple Heather. And Mighty Atoms in the house. Jack, the Giant Slayer. Nice name. One-eyed, one-horned, purple. Yeah, there was a purple people eaters in Beatles, wasn't there? There's a lot of clues in that, you know. Beatles, especially Magical Mystery Tour. Oh no, Yellow Submarine. High Vibrations, Mo. How's it going? Lovely. John Fletcher. Violet Light. Yeah, I got Violet Light on by there, as you can see if I look in the thing. So let's have my crown chakra. Oh, Billy. Oh, I see. Itma, brother. Itma's my cousin from Estonia. No shit. He is. He's going to be my minister for health and ganja when basically I guess to be like leader of like, well, I won't call it Estonia. I'll call it Fluffy Land. Bill will. They don't know yet. Don't tell them. Bill, will he? Fluffy Land 1, because we're gonna have a load of them. Axel, good to see you. Pushkin Castle, Alex, what's that? Send me pics of emails. Oh yeah, just send me stuff. But I gotta be honest, I've got a fuck ton on at the moment because I'm organising this convention and everything else is going on. And Fantastic Juice. Yeah. So yeah, sorry about my last vlog. That was a clusterfuck. But when you do it live, I should have gone off microphone and put in a new mic. It wouldn't have been a great, hardship. The thing is I didn't know how bad it was until the vlog had finished and I checked. And I was like, I'm not letting that slide. That's fucking terrible. And I was like, put me in a bad mood because I like perfection. So I set it to private and slept on it. I thought like I've decided in the morning. I got up in the morning and Jenny, who's your Living Mist, and said, basically, if it's an old book and it's got like cloth ears and a bit of battered binding, you don't chuck it out because it's an old book, do you? I was like, no, I would never do that. So, oh, all right. And then I republished it. Okay, so that's my last vlog. Okay. Sorry about that. But I hate crappy microphones and all that. It just fucks up your enjoyment then, doesn't it? So I made up for it tonight, I hope. Okay. We all had a little giggle at the strange, really weird fucking place we got to live in. But we found a key and we know how to beat them. Rosemary. Admiral. What a da, Flat Flums, my brother. Plum Crazy Purple. Right, I've got a couple more things to show you. Okay, and then I'm going to be diving out. Take us nicely up to 12 o'clock. It's been 2.5 hours now. Twill, and thank you all for joining, so many of you. Yeah, 500 flums up-age. Flums me up-age. Flat flums me up-age. You notice how YouTube has changed and all of that in the last week. I can't even look at it properly now. There's something wrong with it. It does something to my brain. YouTube fucked it up. Shane Roberts. Techgasm glove thumbs up. Is that what it is? I didn't think of that. I thought it was something to do with COVID testing. You know, they're all weird, aren't they, to go into that cult anyway. So, Surf. Itma. Hello, brother. I haven't seen you for ages. I got a friend that does geometric pictures just like yours, and they're fabulous. Lotus. Chris does brilliant pictures. Ravine, lovely. Rebecca. Ilias. Bard, 12 hours, and you guys play together. That will be very fast. Yeah, it's going to be actually, we'll have to keep it tight, the show, because try and cram so much in 12 hours, and all the food, and a party, and everything else. It's going to be a long one. Jack the Lion, Dragon, Giant Slayer, Stephen Dickinson, Flatfoot Emma, John Fletcher, Tweezer. She loves a good party, Tweezer. Paul Tidy Wells, Highest State of Consciousness, Josh Wink. Fucking love that track, brother. And, Chef, Morgan, College, Stephen, Truth Seeker, my friend, and Captain Flat Pills. Yeah, don't think negative stuff. Like I said, you've got to keep happy thoughts going on, okay? You get bored with negativity anyway because it's negative. Yeah, it's just like shit. And like, I can't believe like the amount of people I speak to who just can't stand any of it. Yeah, I'm like, well, I know what it is. You know, I've worked it out. You know, I've seen the worst things you can imagine in this fucking place. Yeah, I've been almost killed a fucking 100 times. I've been beaten to fucking pulps. I've been stabbed. I've been all sorts, guys. This place fucking hates me. Here I am. I ain't even joking. So let's share some more. And Tortured. So, any fucking more. So, masks. The masquerade. Everything to do with the Phoenicians is to do with masquerade. Now, what's he looking at in there? Seems to be looking at something. His reflection? Or is there something in there? It's supposed to be the classical world, and this is all set in the Middle Ages, like when it's supposed to be. And again, the same old scene. Fly in, offering the laurel leaf, all of their strange tech. Faceless night, which is a technology which turns people to dust. And all the same culprits I told you about. That guy with a baseball bat and smash your head in, and all of the rest of it. And what do? They kill everyone, don't they? With tech. It's all burning. Bring Armageddon. Sound and vibration. How do I know? The allegory tells us. And they fix their people to rule us. God given, so they say. In God we trust. It says at over the chair of the Congress. Yeah, the people who are saying that, the most untrustworthy bunch on earth. Recognize something? What's it next to? The Medusa, the Fasces, the trumpet. It's all in there, guys. The whole fucking story of reset in these pictures. Tell you every time. Here's the Phoenicians, resetting ball, comet possibly, sound vibration, people dying. He's feeling a pulse. I'd never seen that before. Feeling a pulse, interesting. Things for basically making butter, which is important. Who's going to want to have a reset without butter on your toast? It'd be fucking ridiculous. Yeah. You still want, when you're going off conquesting and shit, killing everything, you still want fucking toast in the morning. Or crumpets. Crumpets better. Do you know what crumpets are? Do you know what crumpets are? You know what crumpet is, don't you? Do you know what crumpets are? They're nice. They're like bread with holes in. Yeah, I know, trippy, innit? No, they're real. I'm making it up. You're the pikelets. They're not like them. They got bigger holes. So they see what I mean? They're always copping a feel, aren't they? So I can't imagine what's going on. It all seems a bit resetty. And they bring these with them. Unfortunately, this one's the top of a muddy hill. Phoenicians, mermaids coming in, okay. And one of these is in New York City, in St. Petersburg, and everywhere else, really. And the ships on a totem. This one's up in the air. Never seen one up in the air before. I've always seen them just in town squares. Like Madison Avenue got one. So there we are, Ovid again, metamorphosizing into the signet. The signet ring that they give you when you get married. Maybe that's why they call it signet ring. So, yeah, beautiful engravings. There's no doubt about it. There he is again, Pan. Going nutty, trying to protect his ganja crop, as you do. Ovid again. Oh, they're all Ovid. But look at that city in the background there. Super futuristic city. Neptune, apparently a dude turning up. And what's all this falling from the sky? And on the back of the winds. So I think all of the weather that is in here is created outside of our compound, if you like, our area. Out in the other lands. Out in the other lands. Which I thought I had a map up. I'll look for that now. So yeah, seems to be a lot of death. Look, he's just had his head chopped off. By him, maybe. With his casusas, maybe he cauterized it. Pantheon. Again, flying creatures, riding the back of, falling off. Forgot to fly, did you? And then transformation of women into tree-like things. Here they come again. So yeah, I've seen literally hundreds of these. You get the Hieroglyphica series, show you more detail, more weird, which is shown 100 times of these people turning up in their floats. And this classical demonic world of strange deities and nothing that looks like anything to do with now. There he is again.
Cool. He's off again. Look. Didn't stop, do he? Pan in the tree. Peter Pan. Calling him in. So, yeah, he's back in the box. Fuck him. Who's next? Who's next? Get them all these demons back in the fucking box. Put this back. Fix this place. Put it back the way it is. All you got to do is try and convince people, tell them not to be detracted. Keep focused. Eye on the prize. Yeah, because all of this bullshit they're telling us, guys, is just bullshit. Nothing more. It never was anything fucking else. I don't know why we ever bothered believing them. Just going to say. So, yeah, tickets. You can get these underneath if you want to go to the convention. Okay. There's the link. And there's an itinerary being fixed up. That's more or less it. It's the E57 Club, 699 Alchester Road, South Birmingham. There's hotels nearby. It's not too far from the city centre, maybe 10, 15 minutes in a taxi, I guess. But there's buses going there as well. It's just one straight road from the city centre. It's not difficult to get to. So make sure to make an effort if you can to come and meet us all. And as I said, there's going to be an epic load of truthers there. These guys. There's Paul, me, Mac, Devlin, who's done an epic post today. He had me laughing my head off about Monty Python. He's funny as fuck. Watch Mac's post today. Dave and Jada, God love her, and all of them. I'm so happy for them all, and I'm so happy this is happening. It's one of the best things I've done with my life. Fucking love it. So I'm going to come back. It's coming up to midnight, nearly 3 hours of this, and it says that MBC copyrighted and blocked my video because it contains content that they own. Just came up. So here we go again with YouTube fuckery. Now, I've showed no videos in this. I can't see how the fuck I'm having this taken off every single fucking time. Yeah, every single video I'm getting copyrighted. 4 a day the other day. 2 channels down. And now they're doing it again to this one. And I've shown no videos. Except that one in Madrid. But that was sent by a subscriber, private. Bastards. Anyway, let me just check on something, because I had pictures of, I wanted to show you, of Phoenicia. Oh, this is what I wanted to show you. Fantastic. We got one more thing, yeah. Saigon, check this out, right. Yeah. This is where the Americans went in Vietnam War, obviously, okay. Yeah. Love you a long time, $15, Saigon. Yeah. Love you a long time, only take an hour, Saigon. Okay. Now, the Americans stayed there, but they suffered the Tet Offensive, and apparently the fall of Saigon was not a pretty sight. Okay. So it got battered. Yeah. Why was the Americans there? Because at this time, no one ever even heard of fucking Saigon or Vietnam before the Vietnam War. It's like, where's that? Yeah. This is like fucking, who built this shit? It's like Rome in fucking Saigon. Check this out. Saigon, Vietnam. Who knew? So check this out for beautiful architecture. So that's the hotel. Again, beautiful Tatarian style. But check some of these buildings out. I couldn't believe that these were in Saigon. We got like Christian churches. I don't know what this tech is. But look, it's the, this place is supposed to be like the third world. So what, they'll blame the colonials, the colonials. But full out with Antiquitech, we recognize the Phoenicians in the Hotel de Ville, which is their city hall. Boarded up windows or these blinds possibly, say for south-facing sky. But Vietnam, guys. Yeah. Oh look. Oh no, this is in Worcestershire. No, it's not. It's in Saigon. It's a Christian church machine in Saigon. Full Antiquitech domed on the corner, just like everywhere else in Christendom, in Saigon. Saigon, it's got an opera house that looks like Venice's or Vienna's or Paris's opera house. Mud-flood windows, Phoenician statues in Saigon. How come I've never seen any of these in like any Vietnam films? Didn't see this in Platoon. Did you? Oh no. Blows my mind to think this is Saigon. Look at it. Got the same thing for Tokyo.
Look at this. Saigon. It's an English church. The French were there first, weren't they? This was Indochina, French Indochina before. And the Vietnam beat them in a war. The French left, and then the Americans went there, and the British were there too, but they don't tell you the British were in the Vietnam War. And do you know, when I was a kid, Vietnam War was raging, and it hardly ever made the BBC News or the British television. We had, they give us like clips of like when the Tet Offensive happened and all of that, up to about, just clips. You had no narrative. We had no overstanding in Britain of the Vietnam War, guys. They told us fuck all. I learned about the Vietnam War from fucking John Lennon. Honestly, I didn't know anything about it till John Lennon was like, peace, not war. I'm like, what war? Vietnam. Oh, them ones. I didn't think it was even anything big. I had no idea. Nobody did. Not in Britain. Not at the time. Kept it away from the world, what was happening in Vietnam. Where the average age of the soldier was what map is that? Oh, Vietnam. 19. Some walled, crazy enclosure building. It was like they got an Antiquitech building in the centre. Fucking crazy. No wonder they bombed the shit out of this place. So Saigon Photo Kodak. So it's a photo centre there. And the whole place is just like everywhere in Christendom. But they have got the old tech. This is like a face melted. Maybe that's just me. Probably just me, actually. But yeah, this whole thing looks melted. It's been covered in mud or something because all vegetation's growing out of it. Find that a lot with these sort of devices. That's the top of a tower as well. The rest is probably underground, isn't it? And there's something attached to the front of it. It looks melted. Weird. And there's a town square in Saigon. Could pass for Britain. Could pass for American town. It's crazy. I had no idea. The size of these statues. And 2 bunko booths each side, which are now sentry boxes. I'm guessing they got all of these as maybe the embassies and stuff in Saigon. So they got a high-tech viewing tower. It's not even a water tower. It's got a spiral staircase to go up here to do what? To do what? To look at the city. Something else with that. Looks like an old water tower. And look at this. No graveyards, no wall, no walks up to it, no path up to it. It's essentially something looks like a miniature Notre Dame, and it's just like plonk on the muck. There's even like a wicker thing outside. Yeah. Where's the path going up to it? Where's the lamppost? Where's the streets? Where's anything, basically? Vanilla sky. Again. So weird. So weird. Look at that. That's an old wall there. Much older retainer though. But again, little portal windows, lower levels, technasmia exhibited, glass, square, pyramidal dome. Saigon. And the peak, this is in the war, obviously. You can see a UN member maybe there with that means everyone's going to die. And what we see in Rome with these half-domed Parthenon type ceiling affairs where it just decreases, which is got to be a technology. We see it exhibited way too much for it not to be. And here's whoever the Vietnam dude was at the time on this Technasmia building, Antiquitech building. Okay, now. Carnage, innit? The world we live in. Wow, wow, wow. I have got one more thing. I just wanted to find out. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Just one more thing. So we're coming up to the 3-hour mark. It's been a fantastic night. I've enjoyed that. And I enjoyed doing that. It was actually like, oh my God, I got to do this earlier on because it just seemed like so much to tell you, But we managed and we had fun. And we looked at some strange stuff. I got away with looking at loads of jugs. And I can't find my Phoenician map. If you want to see the Phoenician map, go on to my last video. Okay, guys, you can see it on there. It's in Antarctica. They've got it mapped as Phoenicia. It's a massive, massive continent. And I'm thinking this is the hidden land. I definitely 100% think there's land in here hidden from us. And I think that's where all the arrivals come from. Why? Because Peter Pan's telling you so. Pipe, they're snatching them. They're taking them. What's their end game, guys? Well, they're after the fucking children. They kill everyone else, apparently. So, We're going to put up with that. They're keeping some people, the slave class, isn't it? You know, like Mark was mentioning earlier, Mark Devlin. You know, I grew up with a class system, and if you were unfortunate enough to be born in the 1900s or a youth then everything was class system. You know, it was the upper class, the middle class, and unfortunately, the working class. Yeah, all proud in their own way, but all disconnected from one another. Yeah, we don't want to live by you. We don't want to talk to you. Oh, have you met the poor? Oh, they're awfully nice. They're not really. They're dreadful. Sort of affair, you know. And it's getting like a million times worse than that now. The rich are getting richer, and they'll stamp over any fucking body who's in their way. Yeah, they're not able to put themselves into other people's shoes or think. I wonder what it would be like from their perspective when I go to do this ultimate fuckery to them. Because if they did, it would tear their fucking souls apart, wouldn't it? So how do they manage? Because they haven't got souls. They're in the program to fuck with us. Don't care about them. They don't care about us. Think about what we got. The family, the community, the flat earth, British community, which is fucking fantastic. Okay. And you get a chance to have a flat earth British do. Can't wait. So I'm going to give you all a last shoutage anyway. Avidas. So we've shared tons tonight. So let me know what you think about my thoughts on the decode of Peter Pan, who is actually Pan, who is the demon Pan, who looks remarkably like the devil, by the way, which I think it is. I think they all are. Stephen, after the ether, nice name. Edleyman, excellent rest weekend off. Oh, thank you, Edleyman. Try to. Michelle, wishing you all well. Oh, she's nice as well. Loving to miss Jenny. She's friends with Karen Dirt, and everyone's just made like lifetime thing friendships here. Yeah, fantastic. Steve Dickinson, Dick, good to see you, my brother. PJ, they're psychopaths with no comparison. So why would you give them your energy or consent? Just saying. In my head, like when people ask jabs and all, I said it to my mate when he's in the house. I was like, yeah, well, you're having a jab off a bunch of fucking pedophiles. You should be fucking them up. You shouldn't be fucking taking shit from them. Think about it. Yeah, what's the matter with people? Grow a fucking pair. Not you lot, everyone else. Joe Mama. Yeah, it's going to be a powerful thing at this convention, guys. All of them powerful people all together, or truthers, you know, and none of this fuckery with masks and bullshit. Everyone's going to be, it's just going to be such a fucking breath of fresh air for us all, I'm sure, myself included, guys. It's been a hard time. Morgan, what was this? Scatterbrain, Matters. After all, the ether, 100% agreeing with me. Thank you. And Ricky, well, right, interesting details. Sun voyage. Well, I definitely think there's more suns, but I think they're outwardly in the basically hidden land or the land that surround us, because you know it's ice, and I think that's because more suns would create more cold, more ice, and I think that they're on their elliptical path. If they are on one of the suns, or maybe even two, come closer to this part. Okay, and this is why we're able to perceive them, and this is why they maybe changes. Yeah, I don't think our weather or our winds or any of it comes from what they say, or the tides. All of it, I think, comes from elsewhere, outside of here. It's not very big, guys. I covered all this. I told you before, you know, I was in the merchant navy. You can cover all this place in no time at all. It's fucking ain't all that big. Yeah, everywhere is like days and weeks away, and that's on a ship. Planes, nowhere is like 2 days away on this place, is it? So, the Brian, Bob Feder, stay safe, all of you across the pond. Stay cool. Oh, thanks. We can't be anything else, brother. We're cool. We're cool. You guys are cool too. We've noticed that. So, Michelle, I'm loving to miss this on to Danielle Pollock. Good to see you, my friend. Stephen Watson, brother. Good to see you. So, can I do it? Oh, what do you wrap in a cloud? A rainbow, of course. Avidas. Juicy Bob. Captain Flat Pills.
I don't know why I'm laughing. It sounds good. Give it that red pill and then make it flat. Neil Scott, Jason, Julie, and I think I've been through all these before. And lovely India, who's a holistic media, who's helped us basically ship miracles. We're getting this convention together. Thanks for her. None of this would have happened. And that's the end of it. Yeah. It's been a lot of work all week long. It's been crazy busy, but it's going to be worth it. So, Kat, two crazy guys meet. Hey, dude, let me hit a nail in your forehead. What do you think? I'm crazy? What if you missed the nail and hit my head? Good one, Kat. That's actually quite funny. Michelle, good to see you. Mo, thank you. Oh, thanks, Dave. I made up for that crap of the last, but I've fucking done my head in to leave that up. Can you snuggle Gershon and Viking? Thank you, my brother. Liddy, Ant Matters, Denise, Jack. Right, I'm running out of steam. I'm going to chuck off. There's 3 hours of juiceage. Twill! For you to chew over. You've got to catch up on some of the other stuff. I've got like 6 hours or more, 8 hours of me talking in the last week or so. Anyone in the chat had a vision of the near future? Yes, Liddy, lots of us are having visions. Okay, we just this is what I just explained part of it to you tonight. We're all sharing the same at the same time. We're all, no matter where we are in this place, we're all experiencing the same thing. People are saying stuff to me. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm getting the same. It's like at the same time. So we'll just, watch one another's backs with this together. Okay, because this is uncharted territory. I don't think anything like this has ever happened before. I know actually nothing like this has ever happened before. And another thing that I noticed, as I mentioned, or may not have, is the more that we do this, okay, the more it falls apart. Okay, the more the system crashes, the more Babylon falls. Quicker the better. This is the way we do it. Okay, don't need what they want. We do it our way. Love them. Love them out of this place. FEB gets better and better. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. Well, I do like to, do well. I don't like to be fucking shit. I'll put it that way. It does my head in. Oh, night on. Thank you, lovely. Night, JJ, my brother. Much love to you and your fam. Joy, Monica, Isabella, Capilocious, Hippie Chick, S-League. Anybody lurking? No, 700 odds of you. I'm going to be diving off very, very short. Oh, excuse me. Very, very shortly because I have to get all the things like a cup of coffee, eating. I'm basically going to sleep because it's gone midnight. Mickey Wallbanger, good to see you. National Memorial Gardens. And I don't know if Mel's still here anywhere. Probably fallen asleep. 12 o'clock. I bet loads of you have fallen asleep, haven't you? Watch it again. Yay! Zalmoxie's here. Sorry about all the fuckery over Zal. I hope you're all right, brother. I hope all of you are. It's fucking nuts. They're mental. Fucking hate the thought of that. I hate the thought of it like it's being tested on you guys, And that is coming to a town near you. Guarantee it. It's not just isolated just to one country. It's a test ground, isn't it? Same rules as Britain and America. Same fucking democracy bullshit. Night, Davey, my bro. All right, I gotta go. It's late. Wuta. Is that how you say that? The wild world was flooded and will be again. Okay. I just go with it anyway. Think happy thoughts and fly. Okay. Have good sleep. I know dreams are gone weird. Everyone's having different dreams. Everyone's having vivid dreams. And everyone is coming on strong. I'm really enjoying it. What a way to live your life. Fantastic. Yeah. Flat thumbs, Joel. Double flat thumbs with Infinity twice, and I'll see you on the next one. Make sure you check out the tickets. They're going to sell like hotcakes. Another week, they're going to be gone. Less. Okay. So there's 100 or something, 150, 200 maybe left, and there's like 3 weeks. They ain't gonna last, so get them now. Okay, guys. Anyway, peace and love to you all. I'll see you on the next vlog. Be good. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And have a fantastic rest of the weekend.